Originally. Okay, I guess we're live, eh? Okay. Pop up chat. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Copy. Go. Oh, I heard something about you went on early yesterday or something, yesterday afternoon. Oh,
I don't think so.
okay. Somebody said you went on about 3:30 or something. Maybe you got confused with you putting a video up or something, maybe.
Oh, I put up three ship videos yesterday.
Okay, you did. I'm right back. I gotta go downstairs.
Hey, good morning, everybody. And if everybody's out there, let me double check and make sure that we really are live. Yeah, we're live. Okay. Just not sure.
Anybody there yet? Nobody there yet?
Nobody here. No.
Okay, I just gotta clean this up.
We're it, Paul.
Where at, eh? I just gotta find my cleaner.
What I thought I'd do is maybe go over here, see if anybody else is on.
Yeah.
No, I'm not seeing anybody else on.
Yeah, maybe one of those days. Okay. Okay.
What time you gotta leave, Paul?
Oh, I don't know, a little bit. About 9:30. I gotta drink my coffee first. So.
Hey, Ed Hassick is here,
Hey, Edward.
and David is here.
David, where? I don't see him.
Hey, how are
Oh,
you?
there. Oh, I was looking over in the screen there. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, that stuff. Sticky. Oop. That's not good.
So how are you doing today, Dave?
Doing good. Doing really well. How's everyone there?
Paul's busy, busy, busy. He's got some
Making a sign up, so.
sign work to do, and so he's gonna be heading out here shortly.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink coffee first, maybe about 9:30. Yeah.
I had a buddy call me up at 5:22 a.m. She's like, "What you doing? Sleeping?"
Yeah, the weather is supposed to get bad, Paul, right?
Yeah, sometime. I don't know. I haven't really seen the weather for today, but
Well, not today so much as over the weekend.
yeah.
They said it was supposed to start snowing at 6:22 this morning.
Oh, so you're getting snow, Dave, right?
We never get more than a dusting, but yeah.
That's the K.E. Barker is upbound.
Uh,
See where it's headed. Headed for Marquette. So I would imagine Marquette would be probably, I don't know if it's going to get another load or if it's just going to lay up.
Yeah.
Marquette is up at Western Lake Superior, isn't it?
Marquette, I'm not sure. I know it's Marquette. That, yeah, but that's not up. Marquette, it's up off Lake, what, Michigan or whatever.
Oh,
Isn't
is it over on Lake Michigan?
Yeah, that's over like that. You don't have to go up through the Sioux to go to that. Their sign mate.
Oh yeah, Marquette is down in that little.
Yeah, because I used to want to drive transport. I used to stay at Marquette. Yeah, no,
Yeah, so I think that's where it's going for a layup.
we're going in for a layup. Ugh.
Got the American Integrity is headed for Chenault. It's up at the tip of the thumb. You got the John J. Bolin headed for Buffalo. It's about 10 miles out. Yeah, there's a few ships around, but I think they're all headed for their final destinations.
Yeah, winter layup. Well, there's
What's
still
up, Dave? What's up, Paul?
Hey,
Hey,
how you
Joe.
doing, Joe?
Good morning.
yeah. But there's going to be a
Doing a
few
lot
ships
better.
run there, Paul, during the winter.
Yep, yep.
They just won't be running up past the Sioux. That's all. Yeah, that sign I gotta go put up, the one in London down there, you can't even put it up in front of the unit. It's gotta be out the road condo unit, right? You can't put signs up in the inside the condo units.
Too many rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, see up the road, that's why I got that unit sign. Cause it's gotta go outside on the road so people know which one it is inside the complex.
So Joe, how's the printing going?
So far, so good. I printed that last night.
Oh yeah, had a nice Christmas tree.
That was a 3-hour print. I printed it overnight, came up this morning. It was sitting there
So what do
waiting
you
for
do?
me.
You go in from the underside and put lights out on it? Yeah, okay.
It has we put a little tea light underneath.
Well,
Yeah.
either that or you could actually take a string of regular
Yeah,
those,
you can
light
see
bulbs?
stick lights in it.
yeah.
There's one
Yeah, I
you
was
get,
thinking about
they're
they
really
got a
fun.
little LED set. A
Yeah.
little LED set you might be able to do. But I made that, and then after I did my little adjustment yesterday, this printed off. So it printed off okay.
Yeah.
And that's with the filament that was giving me problems. You know, so it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
TJ,
Let me see, we got
TJ
in
Avada.
there. Yeah. Mark?
Hey,
TJ, Edward, Mark, Lance. What's up, Lance? And I got a
I
little
can't
project
see.
getting ready to start for my son. He don't know about it yet. It's rough right now. I have all the edges off. You see, but that's actually his police car.
Huh.
It's a little Dodge Charger police car. So I'm making it a little bit bigger, and his car is silver. So I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it in silver. I'm making it about 3 times that size,
Yeah.
but it's his actual unit.
Yeah.
I've been looking for 2 weeks to see if I could find a police charger, and just happened to find it this morning.
Yeah. Hey, Shelby, good morning.
Shelby is in the chat.
And an update on that manhunt. In the last 2 days, they've had 4 sightings of that guy in the Covington area. And he's been with other people that have been convicted of murder.
Yeah.
Well,
they're
birds of
looking
a
at-
feather.
Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a hit list out that there's people trying to kill him, and he's got a hit list out people he want to kill.
Yeah.
And one of the guys they went and talked to yesterday, and he said, I'm staying at my house. He said, because there's no way he's coming into Covington because of y'all. He said, he told the police that. He said, I'm safer at my house than anywhere else. He said, because if he comes in here, he knows y'all gonna catch him. But they got the marshals chasing him, Covington chasing him, St. Tammany chasing him, state chasing him. And what he's doing is he's not staying in a place more than about an hour at a time.
Yeah. Thought they would have caught him by now.
Yep.
I better not to break.
I would imagine they got his picture and everything plastered all over the news down there.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be tiresome if you're moving about every hour. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
watch
they're
him.
gonna eventually they're gonna cross paths with the
Well, I would imagine since he's so adamant, I think it's going to not end with just a capture. I think it's going to be a shootout.
That's what everybody's expecting.
Yeah. He'd be better off to move out of the country than sit there and have to worry he's going to get caught or have to move every hour or whatever. Right? Just,
Well, this has been since Christmas.
yeah.
So right now he's a step ahead of everybody, but he's not that far ahead.
They're
They
on
gotta
the
catch him
trail.
with one of the other guys and they're gonna be harboring and all kind of crap.
Yeah, that many people looking for you, you gotta get, you're gonna find them eventually.
What you want?
What are
I'm
you up
sorry
to?
if I had a, but if
Hmm?
I had a kid that, if I had a kid that was wanted for something like that, and they came here, I'd tell them, get the F out.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I love you, but get the F out.
Hey, TJ, what are you up to today? You out flying there this morning yet, or what?
TJ's always flying. He's
Yeah,
flying high on life.
yeah,
You hear him laughing all the time.
yeah. Used to be just TJ Giggle, now TJ Giggles FPV.
He needs to add sticks to it.
Yeah,
FPV sticks, since he got the sticks.
yeah, there you go.
To get some of this stuff to print, you gotta do a support. You gotta do supports on it. The way it's got
Yeah,
something to print on, because it might be up in the air. And
yeah.
then the problem is if it's really a small item, all this freaking supports, you gotta go digging them out.
Yeah. Let me see, it's only 3% chance of rain today. Well, 11% tonight, but
We're raining now. We got 100% all day.
that's good. Gonna be a dry thing. Well, we had salt trucks and stuff, but Chubby,
Yeah,
what suspect are you guys talking about? He says,
who's that?
"Oh,
Oh,
Shelby."
Shelby. There's a guy in Mandeville, Covington, Louisiana. Christmas Day, he killed somebody in Lacombe down the street. And a couple of weeks before that, or about a week before that, he shot 3 other people.
Uh,
So they're looking for him. His name is Marcus. I can't remember what the last name is. But they've had a bolo out for like 4 different people here in the
yeah,
last week, and they've got one of them already.
yeah,
But chances are they'll get him before my son goes back to work.
yeah,
You don't go back to work on Monday.
yeah.
He doesn't go back till Monday, so it could be a weekend shootout, right?
Yeah, it could be. He, he, he came in this morning. He was talking about Mardi Gras. He works. All of them work Mardi Gras Day, and that for the parades, everybody works. There's only like 3 parades over here. But he was telling me that the chief put out a memo that as soon as Mardi Gras days, the parades are over with, his shift would be going home. They're going to go on street crimes. So they're going to be working extra 4 to 5 hours. He says, that's good. That's like triple overtime.
Wow.
Well, now, how far is New Orleans from where you are?
About 30 miles. Yeah, I'm officially north of New Orleans in the country. Upward, it used to be country. It's not country anymore. This place is building up so fast. The interstate that was 2 lanes is now expanded almost to 5 lanes. They had to because it was so backed up.
Wow.
I mean, they working on that for years, for the last like 4 years, and they finally got everything but one little section finished. And boy, does it make a difference.
Well, now, is that interstate going east and west or north? South.
East west. It is Interstate 12 would go. Interstate 12 comes in at where I-10 meets in Slidell, Louisiana, at 59. It's one of the only two places in the United States that three interstates meet together. And the other place is out in Los Angeles, and it's Interstate 10, the 5, and something else. So Interstate 10 crosses is in two places that meet three. But you come in and if you go I-10, you're going to New Orleans. If you take I-12, you could bypass New Orleans and go straight to Baton Rouge. If you want to go to Baton Rouge through New Orleans, you could take 10 and wind up in Baton Rouge. And it goes roundabout. But if you go I-12 to say you're going to Baton Rouge, you can knock off a whole hour at a time.
Dave, you're awful quiet this morning.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get up and pop something in the microwave, have something to eat while I'm on watching the show here. Just got up to it. Don't want people calling me at 5:22 in the morning saying, "What you doing?"
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping. What do you think I was doing? You better be dead or well on your way.
Yeah. Well, Dave, I understand if you got to go.
I'm going to be awake. As soon as this is over, I'm trying to stay up so I can go do laundry.
Ah,
I did get some good news yesterday. A company calls me that contracts for the state, and they're finally sending someone out next week to do paperwork so I can get my home health aid to take care of all the running and stuff. And,
little Mama Laura.
Laura. So I'm gonna put this phone up on the table for a minute and
Okay, all right, buddy.
food the microwave. I'll be right back.
Okay. Kelby, Edward, TJ, little Lama Laura.
Yeah, if everybody's coming in, huh?
Well, a few people.
Yeah.
Who is downbound? John J. Boland is downbound. Good for Buffalo.
You see, the Marie there, she put up one there. The ship is tied up over at Sarnia Dock for the winter already, one of the Algomas.
Oh yeah. Yeah, their docks over there get filled up pretty fast. Laura wants to know, Joe, how the third printer is working. I don't know what Laura's talking about, Joe, but she wants to know how the third printer is working. I think she's talking about the third print.
Yeah, third.
She's putting
Hey.
it out of the third printer. As far as I know, Joe only has one unless he's accepted the one from Johnny Drone Flyer.
I don't know, Johnny.
Oh, 3D, not third. Okay.
Well, I just checked outside. It is snowing.
So
A little bit.
you show Laura what you made last night, Joe. Yeah, Christmas tree.
So me drilling a hole in the top of that thing didn't hurt it, did it?
No, no.
Like I said, all I did was take the drill, and I found one that just fit. It was like right barely bigger, and then I just went in just a little bit with it, and just took maybe maybe an eighth of an inch. And when I came out of it, the rest of it, like when it goes in, it never changed the size of the diameter except in the very beginning. So now the filament's wide enough that it's got some play, and it goes into it, and then it's hot enough that it melts through. The little design change.
There you go.
I'm gonna get that patented and make $1 gazillion. You never know. Look at the guy with the paperclip. I used to when I was single, I'd be drinking somewhere, and I'd be sitting there, and the girls would be talking to me, and they'd say, "What do you do for a living?" I said, "I don't do anything. I'm like a millionaire." And they look at me, and I said, "Yeah, you know the paperclip?" I said, "You know the little paper clips with the little slots in it?" I said, I changed and put the little slots in it. I said, and repatented it and made all kind of money. They used to believe it.
Hey,
All you
Justin.
got to do is have a little bit of change, a little bit of change in it, and you can get a repatent on it.
Build a new mousetrap.
It's a better mousetrap. That's what it is.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Look at just in time.
Yeah, I'm freaking tired. I haven't slept worth a shit.
Hey, Justin, haven't seen you for a while. How are you?
You didn't sleep too good last night, Justin, or what?
Well, no, I was up till 4 o'clock playing video games. Freaking
Well, whose fault is that?
with Rigor Mortis and Tim, and then I tried to go to sleep, and I only slept a couple hours, and I was right back awake again.
Blame it on Tim. Yeah, the other night I was fooling with the printer, looked up, it was almost 3. I said, "You got to be kidding me."
So it's been working all right since you did that modification.
It's working better, it looks like.
Yeah. Huh? It worked. It worked, I guess.
Yeah, I printed this last night. This tea light Christmas tree. And like it was 3 hours and 17 minutes fast. If I went to normal mode, it was 5 hours. I said, let's try the fast mode, see what it does. And no problems. I mean, I went to bed last night, woke up this morning, was sitting there.
Oh, good. Awesome.
So that little adjustment I made to that mousetrap may have worked.
Now, what did you drill into? The extruder head or just the brass tip screws at the end?
The heat sink. There's a heat sink element that has you got the extrude. This is the whole metal part underneath the extruder that has the what you call it, the where the filament goes into, and once it gets past the first point, it starts heating up. So the very tip of it was, just the angle it was on. It seemed like if there was any kind of flaw or any kind of crimp in the filament, that it would kind of try to like scrape off and get stuck there.
Well, now let me ask you
So-
something. Was Johnny having the same exact issues?
No, he's not having the issue.
I think you
He's
just got a
having it.
bad batch of filament, to be honest with you.
It
Even
could
though
be.
it was different rolls, different colors, it seems to be you were having issues with the same brand, right?
Yeah, Johnny told me last night, Johnny said, what do you mean you're taking it all apart? I said, I had to take it all apart because I got stuff jammed in it. He said, he hasn't even taken the cover off of it. But
'Cause
he's having
either-
a problem to where it'll start printing and then the bottom layer it will start pulling up. I said, well, if it's starting to pull up, lower your bed temperature. I said, if you lower it 5 degrees, it'll stick better.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean,
It could be, you know,
it could be a bad
it could
batch
be a
or it
rabbit
could
hole.
just be fucking filaments that's been sitting in the Amazon warehouse for a long time. Just happened to,
Well,
you happen to get it, I don't know, or wherever you bought
well,
it.
let me tell you what else I saw last night. Last night, I said, I started working on it and it was giving me a little bit of trouble without
What's
the
up, Laura,
supports. Without the supports on that little benchy, it wasn't acting right a little bit. So I said, let me stop it and do the supports. And when I told it to extrude some more, it came out in a clump and then it was working fine. And I looked at it and I said, let me change. Oh, I said, let me home it. Because I had already, so I said, let me level the bed again. And when I leveled the bed, it scraped the bed. And I said, why is it scraping the bed? So I picked it up and looked at it. My tip wasn't all the way in. It wasn't all the way screwed in. It was like, I could turn it like 2 more times. So I took that one out, heated everything up and put a new one in and tightened it as tight as I could get it. And it don't hit the bed anymore. So it must have been where it loosened up a little bit. And
What's up,
if it
Jonathan?
loosened up a little bit, that could have been causing all the problems.
Yeah, because,
I
you
mean,
know, micrometers a difference, you know?
Yeah.
it could be a
It
hundred
wasn't
different
much.
things. It's just weird that it's been that same brand of filament you've been having issues with.
It's that one film. I'm printing with it right now.
But you were having issues with that wood filament too, which is the same brand, right?
No, that's a different brand, but it's the same basic type of filament.
I don't know then.
You know,
Who
it's
knows?
like, oh no, it's like Johnny. He tried to do the PTG, and he was having problems. And then the stuff that you make the bumpers for the Avata with, he printed a set of bumpers, and he clipped it on the Avata, flew to Avata, went to take them off, and they broke.
Wow.
The little clip broke. But he called me last night again. He was printing and things were working again. But he gets mad when he prints something and it's working perfect. Then he goes back to print it again and don't want to print the same. I said, well, what I would do, I level my bit. That's what I'm doing now. Every other print, I'll level a bit. And I said, level that bit. And I said, before you print it, extrude some stuff out of it, make sure it's coming out right. Because if it's not coming out right, it's got like a chunk in there, it may put a little bead down just a little bit off, and then when it hits it again, it could peel it off the bit. Doesn't take much.
No.
That's definitely a learning process.
Did you guys see Captain? Oh no, it wasn't. Yeah, Captain Drone. You know, the guy out of Ottawa did no, it was actually Don Drone's on. He did a review on a Holy Stone 720R drone. You go, nope, I don't recommend this one. He was
Bad
actually
props.
talking about it. What a piece of shit! It was like more than what Mini 2 is to buy.
Oh yeah. That one that they came out with that was like mini 1 specs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one that came out like, what was it, about a month ago?
I don't know. He just came up. Don Drone's on.
He just posted, but I think that the drone itself was released about 2 months ago.
Oh, okay. So
It was it was a little while back, yeah, but it was kind of Mini One specs, leaning more towards like Mini One.
yeah, but it would drift it all over the place. He was losing control. The controller was sticking when he pushed it over to the side, and oh, he was having a hell of a time with it. It was funnier than shit watching it. He goes, "Oh, I don't."
Mad props, Jody.
Usually they, high praise of their own, and oh yeah, good drone, all that shit. This one, he goes, I won't even put the link in the channel where you can buy it because I don't think he doesn't even think it's safe. It was like $600 or something Canadian for it.
Yeah, I remember that because it was pushing on Mini 2 prices.
I actually get a Mini 2 cheaper, I think, and it's also 380 grams, so it's over the 250 to start with. He said things were just like a brick. I mean, it had, the gimbal, it had a fairly good gimbal on. Camera was kind of crappy. It was oversaturated. And, it was just a piece of junk this morning watching it.
Oh yeah, because all those the two main brands you see on Amazon, the cheaper drones, is you see Hollystone and you see Potenzic.
Yeah.
Those are the two like cheaper brands that you find. But some of their drones will be pushing like I've seen some that were pushing, $600-700, and they're not very good drones at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess people are buying them, so.
But anyways, well, ladies and gentlemen, 9:30. I got to take off. I got to go to London, and and I come back. Then I got to go to Port Stanley and around. So got some running around to do today, and hopefully, I don't know if Sheila's going to be here tonight or not. I haven't heard from her. So
Okay.
So,
Jody said hi to you.
yep, I said there. Hey, Jody, for sure, guys. Jonathan's in there. Mad props. Yep. Hey, guys. Anyways, we'll catch you guys next time. Okay.
All right.
All right, Paul.
Later, Paul. Got a lot of trips to London.
Yeah, he does a lot of driving.
Yeah, my first drone that I ever got was a Potenzic. I think I paid 160 for it. And it was like a Phantom type knockoff. And it was the camera was garbage on it, and it flew like shit too. It flew okay, but like when you would come down to land, if you came down too quick, it would just lose all its like it would just gain too much momentum, and it would just drop straight to the ground. Like 2 or 3 times I had to hand catch it in midair, keep it from hitting the ground. It would drop too fast for the motors.
Yeah, it's a wonderful Friday here. I know that they're gearing up for some severe snow on the East Coast coming up for the weekend. Gitchy's probably getting excited for Lions football this weekend.
Yeah, I heard.
I checked outside. It's snowing here.
Is it snowing there, David?
Yeah, it's just a little bit sticking to the grass. Otherwise, it's not sticking to the pavement or to the sidewalk or anything.
And I know that is it tomorrow? Justin, maybe you know, maybe you don't know. Is tomorrow the Michigan?
Monday.
No,
Okay,
that's Monday.
it's Monday. In Michigan, and they're going to play
Wisconsin.
Washington.
Yeah, Washington. I don't think Wisconsin. I don't know if you heard, Justin. I found a Dodger, a Charger. What do you call it again? A Hellcat police car on the internet. Looked just like my son's. So
Oh, did you?
I'm printing it off right now in silver. This is the silver.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a real one.
Well, that's what I
You
kind
gonna
of,
buy- I thought you were going to buy a new
Uh,
car or something.
It's a little bit bigger than, it's about the size of a matchbox. This is how big it's gonna be.
Um, I had it written down. What time did that game start? On Monday? Was it
I
7
think it's
p.m.?
8 Central or something like that. I mean, 8 o'clock Eastern, maybe.
Like that, I can't remember. I had it written
It's,
down.
it's at night. I know that much.
yeah, because the 3 hour difference between Michigan and Washington State. So 3 hours.
But they're playing in Houston.
Oh, I think. Oh, okay.
Is that for the championship?
Yep.
Okay. I don't follow sports very often.
What's the odds? What's the odds maker leaning towards?
Let me find out.
Five points
What's up,
against
Corey?
second-ranked Washington.
Michigan,
The game kicks off
4.5
next
points.
Monday, January 8th at 6:30 p.m. at Energy Stadium in Houston.
7:30 Eastern.
Okay.
And Michigan's a 4.5 point favorite.
And I think the Lions are playing Saturday or Sunday.
Don't have a clue on that one. All I know is if they don't cancel it Monday night, I'll be shooting basketball during the game.
Okay, they're playing the Vikings at 1 o'clock on Sunday at home. Detroit Lions. Corey Mono, good morning.
Hey, Corey.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
Yeah, I was
I think
talking
I'm
to.
gonna go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I gonna bow out and go do some laundry.
Okay, Dave.
We'll see you later.
Take
Okay,
care.
thank you.
Have a good day, David.
You all too. Bye bye.
Was talking to Sean a couple days ago, and he guess he's gonna have to put his poor little kitty down.
Oh,
Wow.
He was real close with that cat too. It was always in on the live streams with him. And he was on my channel. It was his little 3-legged cat that he rescued a couple years back. Some years ago. I don't remember
Had to
exactly.
put
how
him
long
He
it
made a
was.
difference.
Not yet. He was going to the other day, but I guess the cat's still at the house, trying to spend as much time with her.
never a good thing.
No.
Lynn is still trying to get out a loss, get over her loss of that guard dog that she rescued. Haas was his name.
Yeah, it took my son like a little over a year to get over when his dog passed away.
That was about 5-6 years ago, and he still has his little box with his ashes in it in his room. But he was a big ass dog. Like, he was a hound and pit mix. He was about, I don't know, 100 pounds. He was a big ass dog. And him and my son were like best buds.
That's like
We had him.
Haas is a German Shepherd. Was what I think was a police dog at one time, and he's just huge.
Well, that's one of the reasons why people have this like misconception that like pit bulls and Rottweilers actually have like this locking jaw, strong bite, and actually, pound for pound, pit bull or German Shepherds and Belgian Malamars actually have a way stronger bite force. You couple that with their intelligence, perfect police or military dog. Because those are two of the smartest dogs out there. And that's why they're the choice of, militaries and police departments around the world.
And my son was telling me that the Australian Shepherd, Luna, that was my daughter's that he took with him. Luna, when they were down here, stayed with another lieutenant with his dog, and they got along fine. So that was dope. He's got a place to keep the dog when he's got to leave like that. But he got her home last night, or night before last, brought her out, and she went in the backyard, went to the bathroom, and then when he was leaving yesterday morning, he said he brought her out, and she giving him a hard time about going to the bathroom and everything. He told her, look, you're gonna be inside. So he's got paper inside for her, but he's got her in the kitchen area. So she's in one area, and he went to work, came back, regular 8 hour. He left like 7 in the morning or something like that. He got back like at 5, and she didn't use the paper, didn't use anything in the house, and all she did was stand by the back door. So let's go, So he got her outside. Now he said this morning, as soon as he opened the door, she went outside and went and came back in.
Yep.
One of the deputies here in our county not too long ago actually had to shoot and kill his one of the other deputies' canine dogs because he was dog sitting for him. And all of a sudden the dog just started attacking him and ripped up his arm, and he ended up having to shoot the dog to get him off of him.
That sucks.
Yeah,
That's bad. I mean,
for him.
something must have triggered him. Either he saw that he had a gun or whatever.
Well, apparently he had dogs set for this other deputy quite a few times, and the dog was never an issue. But all of a sudden, the dog just like turned on him, and he couldn't
It
get the
doesn't take
dog
much
off
when
his
they
arm.
train like that.
Yeah, especially
mean,
especially when you're a handler and you know the commands for halt, stop, whatever,
Yep. Like I said, my shepherd, Venus, she was about a year and a half old, and she was in the backyard. My mother was hanging up some shirts, and she was playing with my mom. She was trying to play, and she my mother turned. I was walking down the stairs, and I was getting ready to holler at her to come over to me, and my mother turned around and slapped her.
Oh,
And when my mother turned around and slapped her, that aggression kicked in that she was trained against. And she took a step back and started to stalk my mom. I made her get over to me. And I told my mom, I said, why'd you hit her? Like that. She said, well, she was trying to grab the shirt. I said, you know how she's trained. Like that. I said, I'm glad I'm here, like this. So I said, let's try something. And I had my mom go out in the backyard, and I went inside, but I could watch. And she was stalking my mom, and every time my mom tried to get back inside, she wouldn't let her. So I had to go get her, and I got her right there. I told my mom, go inside. So I made a phone call and said, have another dog for y'all, come get him. Because if she'd have been left alone with my mom, she'd attacked her.
Well, I mean, you really don't want to take an ex-police dog unless you are
train.
extremely trained and taken care of and understand how like pretty much a dog trainer. You want to be somebody that's trained in that, because those dogs can get PTSD just like humans can.
Well, we bred them for New Orleans and Jefferson Parish, And what we would do is do the preliminary training, all the hand commands and all the stuff, to where this is when I was growing up, 16 and 19. I would help with my cousin
Right.
doing that. And we had all the commands down. Like I took her one time to a grocery store 3 blocks away from my house. And she walked on the side of me. I had a choke chain on her, the whole thing, the ones that dig in, the claws. And I had a little short leash. So it was only the leash with me was only like a 3 foot leash. It was actually a 2 foot leash. So she stayed close to me. I could take off the leash and she walked next to me the whole time. So I used to get out to the grocery, and this is before you could bring a dog in the grocery. And I'd tell her, stay, I'd have a sit, and I'd go inside. And I'd come back out and pick her up and go in. I went out the other door, went to the drugstore and went home, got home. And I said, where's my dog? I just didn't even think about it. I went all the way back, and when I got about a half a block from her, she was just sitting there looking around, and she saw me across the intersection with 3 lane double intersection. And she looked at me, started to stand up, and all I did was put my hand up, and I went like that, and she laid back down. I walked over there and I put the leash on. I said, good girl, like that. And the manager came out and he said, I was about to call you. You know, I saw you go out the other door. He said, but she didn't move. I said, she's not going to move. That's the way she was trained. But I mean, but when my mom hit her, the aggression part kicked in. And it was like,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like those people that, there's organizations out there that just take pit bulls, or they'll take like troubled, Rottweilers, but all those guys, like are trained they don't plan on adopting them out, but they have
right.
facilities where the dogs can go live out their lives, and they know how to handle them. And there's actually a lot of pit bull organizations out there, more than any of them. I've seen more of those out there than any other dog that take troubled pits because they don't want to kill them.
Right.
Or they might house them with somebody that's, like I said, like, got a lot of training with dogs and know how to handle.
I'm looking at I'm working on my checkbook right now, and I'm looking and saying, why I got all this money? I got to put my rent in it. Where all this money come from?
It's about to go buy another printer.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
That's one of the things they do around here. If they have like really aggressive dogs, they try to get them to certain programs. But yeah, that and medical issues is only 2 reasons they'll really put a dog down around here. So the sheriff's pretty, he loves animals. They actually just arrested a lady yesterday or the day before yesterday because she poisoned two or three of her neighbor's dogs. And
Yeah.
they found out about it. Yeah, she got in a lot of trouble. Apparently she put some kind of poison on chicken strips.
That ain't
And
good.
gave it to the dogs, and they caught her on camera doing it.
She should have ate them.
Get jackasses doing shit like that.
Oh, there's all kinds of them out in the world.
And they don't even know why she did it too. Apparently she had no issues with the dogs. There was like no prior they said there wasn't any prior like calls on the neighbor or anything about her dogs barking or nothing like that. So I'm not even sure why she did it. But apparently they worked with like 3 different universities, and all these universities did a bunch of testing on the dogs and did autopsies, and they were tested for a bunch of different chemicals, and they were able to narrow it down to a specific like some kind of pesticide or something, some chemical in a pesticide. And they went and I don't know how they didn't really say how they connected it to her, but I think from the video and stuff they must have got a search warrant. Yeah, I'm sure she's facing quite a bit of time in jail because I'm sure she's going to get a separate charge for each dog. And I know that they're pretty strict on animal cruelty in Florida. They actually just signed in a bunch of laws for that a couple years back. Got real strict on that.
4 years ago, we were sitting in the front yard of my cousin's house, and they had a guy, never seen this guy before. He looked like he lived in, I'm not gonna stereotype, but like a really bad slum, let's put it that way. He looked really bad. And he was walking, and he had a little German Shepherd puppy behind him that didn't want to walk with him, and he was dragging it like that and the dog was crying. And I looked over there, and my cousin beat me to it. He hollered, "Dude, stop pulling your dog!" And he turned around and told us to F off, right? So that caught our attention. And we walked over there, and the bottom of the dog's feet were bleeding from him dragging it on the ground. And I picked up the dog, and he said, "What are you doing with my dog?" I said, "It's not your dog right now." And we called the police. We got the police out there. And we told the guy started to get in our face, and my cousin said, "Dude, you're about to get hurt. Just stay right where you're at. Don't walk over that line." And the police came out and they arrested him for cruelty to the dog. The dog wound up dying because of the injuries it had. And we wound up going to court with this guy, and the judge looked at everything and dismissed the case. And when he dismissed the case, my mouth said something, and it cost me $50.
You got contempt of court?
Yeah, and he told me, "You say one more word, I'll put you in jail." My cousin grabbed me because he knew how pissed off I was. Cost me $50.
What's up, Matt? Like Matt's in
Oh,
the
my
shop.
first thought was the fact that he was dragging him, that the dog was whining, was that he stole him. That it wasn't his dog.
No, it was his. It was his. Somebody gave it to him, and he said the dog. He told the police officer the dog didn't want to walk. I'm teaching him how to walk. The dog don't want to be with you. That was the whole bottom line. What's up, Matt? Matt's here. Matty?
Hey, how you doing, Matt?
Yeah, I got a call from YouTube the other day. It said, "Matty?" And I said, "No, wrong number."
Oh my God.
Wrong number. You live in a different country.
Oh, dude, he's been getting so much shit in the chats. Every time he pops into somebody's chat, everybody's like bombarding him, calling him a quitter and all this other shit. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be on with him for his last show today, right?
Yeah, tonight. Well, I mean, technically, it's not his last show. He'll be back here and there, but just not going to be every week like he's been doing.
Is Tim going to join him or no?
Oh, I'm sure Tim's going to be there. But Matt will get the itch every once in a while to do a live show. He always does. Just like he randomly does his morning. He'll do a morning live show. He said, "Everyone hates me." That's not a bad thing, though. You could have said, "I'm not doing my live shows no more," and just everybody's like, "Okay, whatever." Just I didn't say anything else. The Tim Chowdown special. Why don't you come up on the panel, Matt? You're obviously up. I know you're drinking if you're up this late. Yeah, if he's up this late, he's definitely drinking. It's what, like, I don't know, 11 p.m. now? 12 p.m. there? Midnight? Or 1 o'clock in the morning?
It's definitely the silver filament. Because this filament's working right now, but it started to give me a little issue. And I could hear the difference when it starts to give me a little issue. So I paused it and it was starting to try to lift up one little area where it was not sticking right. So then I
You've
just
been
cleared
doing
that
the
area
glue
and started it again.
You've been doing the glue stick thing still?
Oh yeah, but this is sticking on each other.
It does, in other words, like the next layer doesn't want to stick to the other layer.
Yeah. And I heard it and I looked back and it was starting to lift up. So I paused it, flipped that area and I started again. It's working again. I checked the temperature. The temperature is 200, so it should work. But it was one little piece that was trying to mess up.
Huh.
But it's definitely that silver filament because that's the one that's giving me all the problems.
What brand is
So
that
after
one?
I put, what brand?
Yeah. Is that the Overture one?
So this is ELEG 00, the logo.
Okay, yeah, I know what brand it is. What's
So,
up, Smoking?
so the good
Okay.
news is I bought it at Amazon. Bad news for Amazon.
Lego, something like that.
After I print this, it's probably going back. And then they got Overture Silver. I'm gonna buy that. I'll get the Overture Silver and gold instead. But there's probably certain brands that are gonna give you fits. I know the Overture works good, and the Anchor Mate PLA works good. Hasn't given me an issue.
Don't,
It's only
don't you
been the
already
other two.
don't you already have your temperature at 220?
Yeah, but I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure it was still at 220.
Yeah, because Smoking was like boost your temp to 220 and your bed at 60, but I think you already have that set like that.
I'm at 220 and 65. Matt,
Hey, there's Matt.
Where's the drink at? I know you're timming it right now.
about
I only do it a couple of times a month, though, mate. Not every day. Yeah. Well, it's Friday. I just finished a 12-hour shift, So I thought I'm trying to answer some answer people on YouTube commenting
Thousands
on.
of comments.
Well, because my production team's on strike at the moment because they know they've got the sack, right? So I don't want to do any more work for some reason. So come on, mate, one more show. Yeah, they're a bit iffy about that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll offer them a bonus anyway, retirement package. You know what I mean?
JD said try running that filament around 230. You got to run it a little hotter than Overture.
Yeah, I'd go
well,
to.
it's telling me 220 is the max on it.
You got a shit one.
That
Mate.
just bumped it up to 210.
Yeah, no, bump it up to 300. Fuck it.
So if it's
Don't worry.
maxed out at 230 and I bump it up to 220, I go to 230. Would that mess it up?
Oh, if you get a cigarette lighter and put it underneath, it will go to about 500, mate. So if you got one of them,
I don't want to do it. I don't want that fast.
oh well, yes, that's the way you get it done, mate. I've got just go in the BIOS and change it.
Stick a fucking torch down under there.
Yeah,
Like the fuse.
Well, it's a big screen now. Holy
Oh,
shit!
don't worry, Matt. I already sent contracts over there, moving over to Infinity Game Solutions, your production team. So
I saw those contracts. And to be quite honest, you trying to steal my audience. I saw that in entirety. That was the words that we used in entirety. I don't think my lawyers are going to agree with that. And JD would be on me on that one because he's my fucking lawyer, not yours. So JD, hit me up, dude. What do we do, brother? Jonathan, how are you, mate? JD should come on the panel because we've got some
Uh,
big discussions to make, mate.
No, hire Tim as my lawyer. He might be drunk, but he's an idiot savant.
The first part of that was correct. I don't know about the second bit.
Let me think about it.
I'll just hire Dre as my lawyer.
There's another one with the jibber jabber. You got no idea.
Sure, he can figure out those laws for me.
Yeah, he's got to be lurking.
He'll be like, well, as it plays out, Australian law doesn't mean shit over here, so you're good to go.
That's right. It doesn't mean shit over there. But once I send in, well, Brian YouTube rang me the other day, right? Brian, that's his last name. YouTube. He owns YouTube. He rang me up the other day.
He said, Matty.
Matty, that's what he said because we're mates. I heard the stickers. The gamer is trying to take over your channel. I said, look, mate, I know all about it. He goes, oh, wasn't aware. Obviously, and he's trying to take over your channel. I said, yeah, he's not taking over my channel, mate. I have allowed the people in my chat to go along to his channel. I've unblocked them from you. So you should get at least, well, actually, I haven't done all of them because you don't want to be inundated and knock down your neighborhood internet. All right. So I'm easing it into it. So it's so the balloon sort of goes a little bit bigger. Are you doing Friday night next week, mate?
Next week, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why, you having second thoughts now?
No, not after what I just did. Did you see it? See that audience I had the other night, mate?
Do what now?
You see the audience I had, the live studio audience I had while I was doing my
Oh,
video.
yeah, that shit was funny. And then when Tim came on, I was like, boo.
They were little.
The best was the applause that you gave to Tim.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
That was funny as shit. I thought, here we go.
Yeah, I'm still blocked.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, it was a bit of fun. To find all those applause sounds. Well, I didn't have to find them because they were here. What am I talking about?
I wonder how. I would have loved to see you behind the scenes doing that with no actual sound because I know you added that shit after.
I did.
You're just sitting in front of your computer, just like,
I was. I can actually show that video if you want.
That was funny
Because I haven't.
I was so imagining that too. I was like, I bet he was just sitting there in front of his computer, it was dead silent.
It was
all the movements.
Justin, I'm going to make you the host. I'm going to go out and get a ship real fast and come back.
All right.
Going to take a ship.
Yep, I'm going to go take a ship.
So what ship his pants this time. Right, anyway.
That's a bunch of shit.
Did, hey Lance, what I did was I just searched up in epidemic, all right, some crowd sounds and all that sort of shit. With a bit more intensity, a little bit smaller crowd, all that sort of crap. So I had the sounds there. And then I had to make the story sort of around those sounds, you know what I mean?
I could see your mom walking in. What in the hell are you doing, kids in their damn MTV these days?
She was, I said, because I got home from work and because it was just going to be a 2-minute job, mate. I'm not kidding you. It was going to be, hey, everyone, how you going? So this week will be my live show, blah, 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 blah. And that was going to be the end of it. And I had to do it that night because I couldn't do it tonight, obviously, just to get a bit of time and all that sort of shit. But I'm at work and I'm thinking of all this shit, right? And I'm going, oh, what if I did this? What if I did this? Oh, shit. So I get home and said, Mum, it's at 11 o'clock at night. I said, Mum, I've got to make a video. And it took me like fucking hour and a half. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Your mom walking by, kids and all these damn drugs these days.
Yeah, no. Damn, I tell you, that was funny. But yeah, I was exactly right, mate. I was just in front of my computer, to no sound whatsoever.
You probably just got a production team like fucking printed on the wall there. Something to look at. Oh, well,
Well, they're there now because I've gone live, and when they go live, they jump to action. This is the thing. They're in there now, busy. They look like they're looking for nuclear codes. That's how busy they are. Yeah, look at them go. You know, because every time I come on a live show, all these emails comes flying through. I don't know where they come from. I've got one
Just
from
imagining
Jonathan.
you actually looking out your like door there, and it's just your mom running around in the kitchen making you breakfast.
It's not actually that. I'm just looking into my bathroom.
Mom's out there. Call me production team one more time.
And your eggs are going to be raw. Oh man. Yeah, haven't I been copping the shit? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, last night they were killing your ass. The one whose chat
They
were you
were.
in last night? Oh, Tammy's.
Tammy's, yeah.
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 As soon as
Hey,
Matt came
everyone.
in, it was like quitter, loser. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, just fucking just nonstop in the chat for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. What's up, Lance?
I was copping it, man. Oh, dude. Tell you.
Morning, gentlemen.
What's up, Lance?
Hey, Lance, how are you, mate?
Yeah, super guy. So
That's all I've got to get to. I've got to get Mark White on the panel tomorrow. That's what I reckon. He's been lurking in the chat for quite a while. He needs to come on the panel, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then at the end you can spring it. We're not live still, right? At the end you can spring it on everybody. I'm not actually ending the show.
Yeah. See you next week, Bob.
Just wanted to get all you guys on here that refuse to turn your cameras on.
Yeah. You watch. I'm going to have like 100 people in the chat tomorrow. You watch. And then I'll hit it at the end. I'll be back next week. Thanks for the watch hours.
Oh,
dude.
be the ultimate clickbait.
Ultimate, mate. Ultimate. That's worse than bloody Ron. Damn.
Yeah, he hasn't been around much lately either.
He hasn't.
He hasn't
I've
been
seen him on
long.
a few other live shows. He doesn't come on my show anymore.
Now he popped in the chat. What was it? The Christmas Eve live for like 2 seconds, and then he was gone.
He was, yeah. A couple of years ago, he was in a hot tub. That was the best show ever. That was really was. That was great.
Yeah, he's only been on Murray's show, I think, like 2 or 3 times in the past like 3 or 4 weeks. That's it. He's been pretty busy.
You see, he got his bear delivered.
No, I didn't.
I didn't see that either.
I haven't talked to him since he was saying they were finishing it up. That was the last time I heard anything about it.
Right.
That was about
okay.
maybe 2 weweeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Something
he
like
tends to tell the most important people, I guess. Yeah, so he let me know. And Bob Casey's here. How are you, Bob?
Fucking chat freeze on me again.
Are you ever getting back to your band, Matt? Yes, mate. August next year is the first gig. We're just rehearsing at the moment. That takes a long time, man. Because I'm the vocal director.
Didn't you say you guys weren't touring like you were doing now?
Well, no. Okay, right. So this band tours differently to what I've toured in the past, where I'll go away for 3 or 4 months, 6 months even. Right. This band, which suits me absolutely perfectly, we'll fly out Friday, do the gig Friday night. Maybe if there's 2 gigs in the same city, we'll do Saturday night as well and fly back Sunday, and I'm back here Monday or Sunday night, Monday morning, whatever.
And how often do you do that every month? Like once or twice or what?
Yeah, once or twice, yeah. Depending on where we're going. So that suits me better. You know, I don't want to be sitting on. Oh, I've done all those days. You know, we're sitting on a bus and you're just getting absolutely wasted every second of the day, and you fall down the stairs and roll onto the dirt, and do a gig and god damn.
Yeah, I can imagine that band's probably doing better than the last one you were with if they're flying everywhere. They must be making more money.
Flying everywhere. What do you mean?
Did you say you were flying to your gigs?
Yeah, that's this one here.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Your other one, you said you were on a tour bus, though, right?
Oh yeah. And I mean, we're talking the size of the states, you know, and we're going from east to west, and all.
Right.
Tell you, it's a long time being on a bus, mate. But you do make some really good friends. Seriously, you do, and it almost becomes. And you might see someone for 3 or 4 years, you know, and then you run into them again, and you've always got that. It's like a brotherhood then, because I toured with you in 07 or 08 and all this sort of shit. You know, it's I don't know. It's a weird thing to explain, but because there's a lot of shit that goes on the road, man, that no one ever sees. You know, there's a lot of shit, and everyone is dealing with a lot of crap. Over that time, you know, it depends who you tour with, I guess. But you know, when you're dealing with personalities and all that sort of shit, and we're stuck on a bus, confined for hello, Justin. Hey, wait, gee, fuck me, you're getting uglier. Yep, there you go.
Is it a cover band or are you guys doing original music?
Oh no, not doing original, mate. No, we're doing the Pink Floyd thing, mate. You know, that $1 million fucking production that I'm doing. It's huge, mate. It's brilliant. And people come to watch it. It's all in theaters, mate. It's just theaters. There's no pub gigs or anything like that.
Yeah, I've seen some of your videos and pictures in pretty big stadiums.
Yeah,
Good
absolutely.
size crowds.
Out right now are Barbie and Matt's concerts.
Well, I missed that.
Say that again, Lance.
The two big movies out right now are Barbie and Matt's concerts.
Lance, that's enough out of you tonight, mate. Keep going.
Good morning.
Bob said, how many roadies do you have to help set up, Matt?
How many roadies? Oh, mate, there's a shitload. There really is. There's so many. I don't let them set my gear up though. I'll set that up on stage because I want to make sure everything's right. You know, I've got like 10 grand's worth of shit that goes on stage. I want to make sure everything's plugged in correctly before they flick the power. Otherwise, can someone smell smoke? Yeah, so I don't let them do that. You know, it takes me a while to save up the money for the shit I've got. But anyway, there's a whole lighting crew. There's a road crew. There's a sound crew, side of stage sound crew, because you've got a mixing stage out the front which does all the 5.1 surround sound, and then you've got a mixer who is side of stage who takes care of the sound that we've got on in-ear monitors. So there's no monitors on stage, so we're all in ears, so we can put whatever we like in our ears, what we want to hear, you know. Right. Generally, I've only got one in because I like to hear the whole band on stage. I'd really like to go out the front and watch the show, to be honest, because the lighting is incredible. Oh, vocal tips, Maddie. Vocal tips, eh? Oh, you know, mate. We've already got our female backup singers, mate, so there's no need to come over.
Yeah, they were talking about because the big one that's touring right now, obviously in the US, is Taylor Swift, right?
Oh yeah.
And I guess her stage, that whole stage setup that she has, man, that is an insane setup.
Well, a lot bigger than what we're doing, mate. Yeah.
But it says she stands to make like, was it $4.1 billion off that tour?
Yeah, wow.
Fucking $30,000 for a seat for a fucking ticket.
Wow, man.
Yeah, she's got two concerts here in New Orleans next year.
Wow.
Might be this year. Yeah, I know I got my credentials in for it, so I should be able to shoot it. I'm just waiting to get the dates.
There's Washington
It's
Post.
one or the other.
Washington Post is saying that she stands to make 4.1 billion.
Personally,
That's-
or the whole show?
That's the estimated earnings from the entire tour.
Her earnings or the show's earnings?
It just says estimated. Estimated personal earnings from the Eras tour. Jesus
Billion.
fucking Christ! Yeah,
Jesus.
hey, you're playing piano for the wrong person, or a keyboard.
Yeah, only trouble is they're on a salary, mate. I wouldn't be making that.
Oh no, but you'd probably be making more in the one show than you would probably a whole year.
More than likely, mate. More than likely. Look, I don't tell people this, and since it's just me and you talking, there's no one else can hear us. I get about $1,000 a show, right? Which is good money for a keyboard player, or for a musician, basically.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. You know,
I mean, I don't know what the going rate is, but I mean, $1,000 ain't bad just to fly out somewhere for a night or two and play.
Well, we'll put it this way: if you're in a pub band, you might come back with $100. You know, but when it comes down to it, too, you know, I've done auditions here. That's all free. I don't charge anything for that or anything. So the girls come over. I audition all of those girls, and then there's the rehearsals and all. There's a lot of time involved, man. There really is, you know. But I don't look at things like that. And it's the same with droning and all that sort of crap, you know. If I make money out of it, then that's just a bonus. I'll just do this because I love doing it, you know.
JD.
Drones music. What did he write? Fly me over. What else did he write? Nothing?
I was just reading what he wrote there. Fly me over. So if you need some vocal tips.
Well, that's what I said. I've already got my female backup singers. We don't need JD over here.
And Justin, the 25th, 26th, 27th of October, the Caesar Superdome, 76,468 sold out for everything but one of them. 600 tickets left for one of them. My credentials in for the 26th, 27th, but I won't know what date until they let me know what date I'm shooting.
And that's for what?
That's for Taylor Swift concert. So my son's got tickets with his girlfriend, and that's her. She's like a Swiftie to the max. And he don't know it yet, but I'm gonna be probably on the side of the stage on one of the events. Hopefully it's the night that he's gonna be there.
Bob,
And he looks down and sees me standing there shooting pictures.
You're gonna take a photo shoot of little Tay Tay.
The problem is this is how they do it now. I'll have a strict set of rules that I may only be able to shoot the first two songs, and then that's it. You got to stop. If they see you shooting anything after that, they'll take your equipment from you.
Well, you can shoot.
Now
pictures.
he wrote something else.
You can shoot pictures for the first two songs, and then you can shoot all sorts of stuff after that, mate. If you watch the replay. Look. Anyway, look, I saw your message, Bob, too, in my comment section of some video I did. I can't remember. Anyway, about these the Nashville Nights. Well, I was going to watch this, Bob. I can only pull up 1080p on that, mate. Is that only a 1080p video, man? What's going on there, mate?
I've been watching quite a few channels and watching their videos in 1080 like I normally do. I don't know, dude. It seems like YouTube's lowering the bit rate or something because some people's 1080, 60 videos are even looking blurry on a phone now.
They're shit. And I'm watching, I've got Bob's up right now, and it does not look good on YouTube.
I have a feeling that they're purposely lowering the bit rate. Because you know how it's offering you the higher bit rate if you have the paid version of YouTube.
Yeah.
I think they're doing that now, so it looks kind of okay, but still a little blurry.
Look, Bob,
because they want.
I'm not having a go at Bob. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm not having a go at you, Bob, at all. Right? That's I'm just saying. The 1080p. Oh man, 4K is just so much better. But anyway, but it's doing a good job at night, that's for sure. I'm having a look at the Nashville thing here. It is doing a good job. It'd be nice in 4K.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it'd just be nice in 4K.
Yeah, I have noticed that on quite a few channels the last few days I've been watching. As I just watch in 1080/60 because it looks fine on a cell phone or
Cell
But then
phone,
I've noticed the higher bitrate thing is popping up on more videos now. Where it says, "Oh, you want to watch 1080 in the higher bitrate?" You click on it, it's like, "Oh, you have to have the paid version to do it."
well, I'll tell you something, and I'll Ted, I got to clean out my editor. It's full, so I can't back it to 4K. Oh, damn, dude. Look, for quite some time, I dealt with the Spark footage, right? So it is it's 1080p, right? So anyway, but the Spark, the Spark. Listen to this for the Spark footage, right? Now we're dealing with 150, 160, 200 megabits per second, right? So the Spark shoots at 24, right? So it's very, very low. So what I always did, and I just did that with the last video I put up too, is I bumped that bit rate up to 200, right? So the higher the bit rate, the bigger the file, obviously, everything. Now the compression on YouTube really, really messes with the footage anyway. And I still notice that now with a couple of things that I've put up, and I'll look at it and go, ugh, dickheads. Anyway, it really messes with it. So anyway, so when you're dealing with 1080p and you're not upping that bit rate to get the highest quality you can out of that 1080p, then the YouTube compressions, listen to me, compression. Yeah, that's the one. Compression really stuffs with that footage again, because they're dealing with a really, really high compression rate on that. So it messes with the footage. And when you start putting 1080p stuff up instead of 4K, the 4K is obviously going to be a lot better when you're talking bit rates and clarity and all that sort of stuff. But I can see here even from the 1080p footage that Bob's put up here that the drone is doing a really nice job of the dynamic range on that is incredible, to be honest. And they're doing really well with these mini drones lately because I was blown out of the water with the Mini 2. Look at these little time lapses you got here too. Or did you just
Mark wants to know, does your new band have a YouTube channel, Matt?
New band?
The one you're going to be touring with.
Oh, very, very tiny, mate. They don't really use YouTube much at all. Beyond the Dark Side, if you want to search that up.
Now, do any of your people that you do music with, are they using MySpace? Because that kind of turned into a website just for music nowadays.
MySpace?
Yeah. It's actually turned into pretty much a whole music thing now.
MySpace has, yeah. I don't know, mate. I'm not in charge of that. Their production team does it. I can put he might be out of a job after all.
You wanna know a story behind this?
What?
Say, Lance, we would love to hear a story behind this image.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can't hear that.
So, my daughter's the one with the hair. Her best friend is the one without the hair.
Okay.
And in 7th grade, so they are freshmen in college now. So this was the redemption tour, and Swifty came to Seattle. Her friend Cora was diagnosed with cancer, and she couldn't go to the concert. She was diagnosed in April of that year, and the concert was in May. So, and my daughter and Cora had tickets to the concert. And so Cora had to cancel because she couldn't be around people because of her immune system.
Right.
So my daughter wrote to Swift and said, "Hey, we want to come to your concert. We would love to, be there, but my best friend," and it was a pretty cool little letter that she wrote Swift. Swift basically sent an ambulance to Cora's house, picked up my daughter and Cora and mom's, drove them into the stadium, backstage, met Swifty, and sat away from people so she wouldn't contact any type of a bug or virus or anything to where it would compromise her immune system. Taylor
Oh
Swift.
wow.
Yeah. And Swift is just awesome.
That's awesome, man. She cops
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
pretty cool.
flack too.
Oh yeah, especially since she's been dating that dude, one football player, that Travis dude or whatever.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I don't follow her at all or anything, but anyway,
I don't either, but Sarah and Aubrey like both are big Swifty fans and they follow her, so they're always talking about her. But she's dating some football player from
Kansas City.
okay, where which football team?
Kansas City, tight end
Kansas
Kelsey.
City.
Yeah,
Travis Kelsey.
yeah, Travis Kelsey. Yeah,
who does it matter who she's dating? I mean, shit, fucking hell.
because it's not me. Hello, sing on.
I had to let her
And-
go.
And he doesn't really matter anymore. So she's dating him.
Wait, hold on. Finish that statement, Matt. You what?
Yeah, okay. I'll let you know about this. Not many people do know about it. Let me just pop myself on. All right. So anyway, Taylor rang me about 6 months ago. You know what she said, Maddie? That's what she said.
She said, Daddy.
Oh, she's my sugar baby. yeah. She wanted more than I could give. Put it that way. She wanted the whole box and dice, picket fence, all that sort of stuff. I just wasn't ready for it because she's got to be. I think she's got to be a little bit more famous if she's going to be seen out with me. You know what I mean? So.
Oh fuck! How can you get any more famous than that?
Because, and to be quite honest, I did explain to her that if we did go out, she wouldn't get any attention. This is the problem, and
Be shining in her light.
yeah, and I don't want to dim her light. Although it is pretty dim now when she compares to what's happening here. What are you doing? What's this? Who shared this?
I don't know who's sharing it.
Well,
I
that's not a good look.
I want to
Oh,
show
Lance
Joe.
is.
I want to show Joe. He's the sports guy. I just thought I'd throw this out.
Which one of them?
Taylor.
We're talking about Taylor Swift, and now we got two dudes here.
That's a good picture.
We're
Yeah.
jumping around.
That's fucked.
I share some Taylor Swift pictures I took.
Taylor Swift, mate. We're talking about Taylor Swift, not fucking two dudes banging in front of everyone.
Oh my god!
They're called wrestlers.
Oh, is that what they call it these days? Fuck me dead. Which one of them was pregnant? Which one of them? Fuck me dead.
Sure, Matt's got some Swifty photos on his good old cell phone there, huh?
Swifty, yeah. She likes the Brazilian. I'll do it for her every now and again. Oh, dear. Nashville Nights. But Bob, nice video, mate. I like the still photos at the end you got there going on. And he's doing like 70 mile an hour down the highway. Oh, that's nearly 120 Ks.
Okay, here's a question for you, quick. Taylor Swift with crabs or Marilyn Monroe with gonorrhea? Which one? You have to pick one.
Crabs.
Okay.
Yep, definitely. Crabs don't make you go crazy. I can scratch all I like, but going mental would do my head in. Yeah. What if we're in the same room? Who wrote that?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you
In
did,
my
right?
head.
You're a fucking sick prick. You're a sick fucker.
What? Remember the movie White Chicks? He kept asking the guys through the whole movie, and then when they would go to ask him his answer, somebody would always call him, and he'd walk off. He's like, "Well, who would you pick?" He's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And then the other guy would answer. He'd be like, "Marilyn Monroe." He's like, "Dude, you're sick." He goes, "Well, who would you pick?" And of
No,
course, he
wouldn't
got
it?
distracted.
Well, the thing is that the question is basically, it doesn't matter who it is. The question is, would you rather gonorrhea or crabs? Basically,
Right.
So it doesn't matter who it's
But
with.
you're putting two very attractive women on that, though.
Yeah, I'd still go for the crabs. Yeah. Absolutely. And then I'd go bang Marilyn Monroe and give her crabs.
Jesus.
She can have double banger. By the way, Mazza, that's what I used to call her when she popped over. Marilyn, how are you, Mazza? And she goes, oh, what's going on? I said, well, you got crabs. How's that? As well as gonorrhea? That's what she said. Oh, bloody hell. Sarah Stickley. Hi, Sarah. How many drinks deep in it? Maybe.
Yep, yesterday was Sarah's birthday.
I know.
Yeah.
Because she rang me. Because Justin, don't listen to this, mate, because it's personal, all right? Just switch off. Go play fucking GTA or some shit. Battery low. Yes, and she wanted. I won't tell you what she wanted for her birthday present, all right? Because I haven't got gonorrhea or crabs. So anyway,
oh God. Oh, dude, I'm gonna kill this fucking dog if it don't shut up.
Don't worry about the dogs, mate. Don't worry about Sarah coming over to Australia for. She'll be in Sydney and Melbourne next month. I know she will be because she wanted to catch up. I'm not sure if I've got time. I've got a live show to do. You know, she understands though. She's very.
That's why he canceled. He's going to meet up with Taylor Swift.
Well, I'm not going to meet up with her. She's going to meet up with me, right? So I'm not going anywhere. She's coming here. She wants to sit under the barley hut and have a swim by the pool because she's used to that sort of treatment.
You didn't see everybody was giving her who was it, Steve? There was like 2 or 3 people yesterday in Paul's chat that gave her, or was it the night before, gave her money for her birthday. Go get a coffee.
Oh, really?
Dominic and I
yeah, Dominic gave her, I think, $3. Steve, I think, sent her 10 or something. 3 different people sent her money to get a coffee.
I was going to send her $1.75 for that toll she couldn't pay.
$1.75.
Yeah.
Problem is he couldn't figure out the conversion to send what he owed.
It was fucking PayPal's fault, dickhead.
You're never gonna live that one down.
I was so pissed off. Oh man, that did my head in. Damn. Did I answer Sarah? 4. I've had 4. But they're not standard, eh? Speaking of which, I'm going for 5. Won't be a second. You'll be on for a bit, won't you, Paul?
I mean, as long as you're not going to pull a Tim and take 45 minutes to get from your kitchen back.
No, I won't do that. Here we go. Oh, I'm not going anywhere for a second.
You get to see this in your bedroom, apparently. What you said.
I do. It warms me up. She always sends me like little clips and shit. Check this out. Do you want to catch up?
Hopefully you're not touring when she's in Australia. You ain't gonna have nobody in the stadium.
No, she won't. Yeah, you're right.
She won't. Yeah, okay. You do a show right next to her, head to head, in 2 stadiums next door to each other and see who pulls the biggest crowd.
Well, let me tell you something. We did a gig.
Half the band won't even be with you. They'll be over there.
No, I'll be by myself doing a solo gig. Yeah.
Where's the band? Over there hanging out in Swifty's side.
Well, you know, we'll be under my keyboards, don't you? But anyway, that's another story. We did a gig. Oh, see you later, Joe. Fucking hell. Well, people do that a lot, don't they? Just drop out. Bye.
Ray said, "Don't run off now," which I think is kind of a translation of "don't be a bitch." I'm assuming
Don't
that's kind of
run
what
off.
he's.
It would be insinuating that, that's for sure. Because that's how Dre works, keyboard warrior. He would never say that to my face at all. There's no way in hell he'd come on the panel. There's no way in hell he'd come on the panel and tell me that. He's too scared. I think he's got a vagina. I'm not sure.
Oh wow! You better go get another drink.
No, I don't think I need one. I've just got myself into a hell of a mess. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Wow. You better go get another drink. No, I don't think I need one.
Oh, you got YouTube, Andre.
I've just got my. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, give him a minute. He'll be back.
Yeah, I was just trying to run out. I heard him say he had to go do something, probably go tinkle. He got to pull his panties down.
Wait a minute. I'll stay there, Dre. I'm going to deal with you in a second. I'm going to get another drink. Hang on.
Yeah, you do that.
Jonathan was counting down when you were coming in.
I was coming in already before he started running off at the mouth. I said, okay, that even makes it better. Oh, boy. How we doing, Mr. Murray?
Yeah, just listening to Matt dig his own grave.
Yeah, Matt's on a midnight roll over there.
Is that right? Well, everybody's so concerned about Matt not doing his show anymore. I'm like, hey, the guy's been doing it, what, 3-4 years now?
He's like, you should have retired 2 years ago.
I always tell people, you look at other things that we watch on TV and stuff, and you got to think, somebody running a stream for that long a time would need a break. I mean, even your late night host take a break from time to time,
Yeah, I can get.
Or they realize that, whatever they're doing has ran its course and it's time to move on to something else.
There was a couple of big gamers I watched before I started really like doing the YouTube stuff, and one of them, he took almost a year off before he came back, and then he kind of got back in the groove and just jumped right back into it again. But yeah, he took almost a year off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then every once in a while you'll see big ass channel. I've seen channels that have been abandoned for like 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't done nothing on their channel, but they have, 300,000-400,000 subs just sitting there dormant.
Yeah.
And one of the guys,
I don't know how does that work? Because I know what's his name, Sean Oz. He took a big break for a while. He has some personal things going on in his life, and he lost a lot of stuff. Yeah, you keep on do your little hand motion, puppet man.
Keep going, Dre.
We can get Mudball. We can get Mudball in here and help you out. Teach you how to do that.
Crud ball.
Yeah. Okay.
You were being counted down in the chat here, right?
I saw that. Yeah, Josh know the script.
He does.
I think it was right after the vagina comment he started counting down.
Yeah. So I left a nice comment on your last little video explaining your little absence and stuff. And I said, "Oh, you're doing a farewell tour, huh?"
That's very condescending, Dre.
Nice little video.
I was just supporting your activity.
Yeah, but maybe not in the chat, but you're very condescending then because on your last little video,
Well, I forget, anything over 5 seconds is a Cecil B. DeMille's video for you.
For me, it is, yes. Yeah. I even put a drone video out that went for like 3 minutes, mate. Oh,
wow.
which no one watches.
Yeah, I say, well, are you coming out to the Palm Springs? What do they call it? They little Sundance show, where all the latest movies come out.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm going to the Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what they do over there though for my videos, right, is they put all my shorts together, and they make a compilation. Basically, what they do, everyone's thrilled. I just sit back and or whatever, because it's just so easy for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even Gary was concerned about you last night on his show, and
It was what?
Bill, Gary was concerned, and Bill was concerned on his show that, oh, Mac's not going to be doing his show anymore. It's like they all thought you had leukemia or something.
Oh.
like you're gonna die or something. I'm like, dude, I mean, he's been doing the show for like 3-4 years. I mean, he needs a break.
4 years, brother.
I mean, like I was just telling Justin, sometimes even TV shows, late night hosts take a break. And recharge the batteries or move on to a different direction or something.
Yeah. I think it's just, I don't know. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it's run its course because basically, I don't prepare for it. Unlike Wedgie or something like that, who prepares for a show. I've never done that. It's just come on. Whoever comes on, we just chat and talk shit. So there's no pressure there to actually have something ready. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's my work's changed, because I don't work weekends now, whereas I used to be able to have my Fridays and do what I want Fridays and all that sort of stuff. Do the show Saturday and go to work Sunday, but now I have to do everything on Saturday.
Right.
And it's starting to get a little bit difficult for me to fit everything in before I do because I work weekends for freaking years, mate. Sunday to Thursday was my shift.
Yeah.
And it was easy to do a live show.
Yeah, that's why I decided to go ahead and make this leap into streaming. I said I'm going to do it once a month, and that way I can prepare what I want to do. And I feel, like I said, I'm not doing a like you do like a hangout show. Everybody kind of pops in and talks what they want to talk about. Mine's going to be more of a focused show on certain subjects each month that cover basically commercial operations. That's definitely my big thing. I'm gonna cover things. I know a lot of folks have shows where they talk about all the recreational things and all the recreational drones and this and that. I'm gonna cover the more enterprise level stuff and things that impact commercial operators.
Yeah, I would say like 80% of the organized shows are all recreational shit. You don't really see a lot of commercial talk.
Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna be focused on rules, regulations, things that are coming down there impacting the commercial operators, lifestyle.
I mean, 80% of the guys in the drone community talk about matrices and spires every once in a while. They might come up, but they don't really know because a lot of them don't even have never even flown one of them. So
right. So that's why I always tell folks, seeing what's not are missing in the market, that's where you find your niche. Like I say, there's shows that have people come hang out. There are shows who talk about recreational flying and all the latest new drones, or they anticipate this drone coming out and stuff. I'm focused. I'm gonna be mainly focused on what you already have. If you're using Matrice 210s, 300s, 350s, M30s, Enterprise Advances and RTK drones, that's what we're going to be looking at. Because I know some of these folks now, like every year, every Christmas, you get folks who get these drones, and then they realize, oh, this is great, and then they find out they can make a little side money, and they say, oh, I'm gonna go do this, and they don't realize, well, the drone you have is not what you need. You need to step up to the plate.
That's right. There was I'm not going to mention his name, but anyway, he's going to make $1 million with drones, right? Oh, I'm going to get into this and get into that. I think getting into mapping and doing all this. Oh, I'm going to get the Mavic 2 Pro, and we all went, hang on a minute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
so that's the position I'm be coming from, is just addressing some of the things in the commercial aspect of it, since I know pretty much nobody else is really doing it, and go from there. It might
Yeah, because
start off
all the guys I know that do commercial work, none of them do live shows. Daryl, Al, none of
right.
those guys do them.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you don't do them, but you're planning on it. But yeah,
Yeah.
most of the guys I know that do commercial work, none of them actually do live shows. I think Jim was probably the only one I knew that actually did any commercial work when he
Yeah,
was doing his live show.
yeah.
Mm.
And there's a few folks who've done it, but like I said, they haven't really stuck with it. And there's a few folks who put out videos sometimes about drones and their work and everything. But like I say, as far as live streaming, yeah, I think I'm gonna be one of the few, if any, that are out there. Because even folks who are overseas, because I'm mainly focused on USA stuff, you know, because actually we seem to be getting a lot of different rules and regulations that are coming down the pipe here, and they're going to spread across the globe, but it usually starts here, and there'll be different variations in Australia, the UK, New
You hear
Zealand,
that?
across Europe.
Europe's the worst. Europe's the
You hear that?
worst.
You hear that, Matt? Dre's going to put his finger into Australia.
No, I'm not going to touch Australia. I tell there are certain people out there who feel
Can't handle it.
they have or they should have an opinion what occurs here in the States. And I tell folks, you know what? When you have no voice, you don't pay no taxes, you don't vote, you anything else. Why are you overly concerned what goes on in my backyard?
Mm.
He sounded much like Donald. Australia's not worthy of his time.
That's a way to advance, mate. You know, you got to be pretty smart to be switched on to here, like I am. You know, it's a lot for Dre to take in. You know, I mean, he's done all his studies and all that sort of stuff, but it's a lot more involved here. This is real stuff. But basically, if you finish your drone course here, you can fly a 747. Put it that way.
Oh my god!
With one hand.
Yeah, I saw an interview with a guy out of UK, and he's talking about he has certifications, and he said he went for one of the top. Didn't realize it, but he went for one of the top ones, passed the test, and he said he's pretty much already certified to do beyond line of sight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they got that here, right? And one of the only people that I know in Australia that's done all of that is Ari.
Mm-hmm.
And he's done it, although obviously, you know, at the moment he's going through a bit of a rough spot, the old Ari.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah, he's done everything. So he can do all the night, he's night certified, all that sort of stuff.
Right.
So he's got all that shit. There's a lot of study involved with that. But at this point in time, he can't use any of those qualifications. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. What about Dobo? I don't know what qualifications he's got. Wouldn't have a clue.
Dobo is, like I say, I tell people there's different areas that you can focus on. Dobo is focused on residential real estate. Okay, that is his niche, where he works with real estate agents. That's his bread and butter as far as with drone work, because it goes with his, you know, using the DSLRs and everything else. The drone is just an enhancement tool to get different perspective of these houses that he does. His main work is interior. When you watch his videos, you may get 5 to 10 seconds of outdoor drone shots.
Yeah.
Everything else is indoor, which is what residential real estate is all about. You're selling houses, and you know, people can say, okay, nice neighborhood or nice, you know, front, you know, curb appeal, but they want to know what's inside the house.
Yeah.
So that's the key point, you know, and that's what he does. So it's always more important for him to make sure that his indoor cameras are up to the task, you know. And like I tell folks, you know, people start off doing this stuff with cell phones, but if you want to be on the front edge of the industry and get, you know, you want to present something that's going to keep you on the forefront. So he's using these nice Sony cameras. He's using a lot of other nice gear as far as the gimbals he uses with his cameras to get the and stuff.
I do the same with an S20 and Osmo Mobile.
I think the whole real estate thing's completely different than all the mapping and the.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
is different.
whole different thing.
And that's what I said. It's a different thing in what he does. And like he said, you know, I think it's about an interview he put a video he put up about a week or two ago talking about realizing the competition around him, and that kind of got him sidetracked for a minute last year. Is that he did poke his head up and realize that he is not the only game in town, and that and that kind of drives you down certain streets and stuff, as far as your mentality about what I got to do next to stay on the forefront.
Well, I would say the most hard part about his job isn't even the drone footage; it's doing the inside stuff. Because you got to get your lighting right.
That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
90% of his work is all done with the inside cameras, with gimbals, and
right. It's not really even the drone stuff.
10 seconds of a drone shot in any of his videos, and that's just telling you the location of the property.
And he does inspections. Yeah, I heard that
I have no idea, Mark. I don't really know that much about his family, to be honest with you.
I heard something about that. Yeah, but anyway, that's his bag. He's got his finger in many pies, and when it comes down to anything like that, it's being creative. When it comes to even music or anything like that, if you want to make money out of it, you've got to diversify within that industry to make money out of it, because you won't just get money from doing drone footage. You know what I mean?
No, you gotta be versatile to any extent. I mean, I can tell the drone is just a tool. It is just one tool out of the many tools that you may need to use to get the work done.
Yeah, and in his case, it's a very small tool to what he uses for everything else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
speaking of pies, Tim would have had his finger in one if you want to ditch that girl.
Tim's never touched a pie in his life, mate. It's always been the old sausage, I reckon.
Oh, where's old Timbo at?
Timbo, he might be in bed. He's not working tomorrow, though, is he?
He was up pretty late, as far as my late, playing GTA. Me, him, and Rigger were playing last night.
Well, I went on your live show and I watched a bit of that. Fuck, I was bored. But anyway, get a bit more of a personality, you lot. And instead of trying to work the game out, get it sorted out before you go live, for fuck's sake.
I had mine end sorted out. It was Tim trying to get in there. It's always a job trying to get him on there.
Yeah, well, look what you're dealing with there, you know. I'd probably ditch him for someone else. Don't say that. Don't tell him that. That's horrible.
Like a thing about a live streaming or anything, you know.
Lucky.
Thank God this is a private live.
Thank God no one will be able to clip that. No one will be able to clip that at all. Thank you for whoever sent me a coffee. Oh, that's all right, Sarah. No worries. $1.75 you can take out of that. You know, I was watching a live show, Dre, in the lounge on the big screen, and me and mum are sitting there. This is just probably today, actually. And you're on my last live show, and you were talking about something or other. And mum goes, I think that Dre's very intelligent, isn't he? And I said, Mum, take your pills.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
That's fun.
Yeah, no. She said that, and I said, "Oh yeah, he has his moments."
Yeah, that's it. I have my moments. That's about it.
I'm almost positive, Dre, when she said that you seemed intelligent, was probably when you were calling Matt a dumbass.
No, it's just after I said Dre had a vagina, and you go, "Oh yeah, that's about right." Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're about to come on, were you, Dre, or did?
Yeah, I was about to come on, and then I didn't even notice Jonathan was doing a countdown already.
Yeah, right. Okay.
When I came to the page, I heard you guys were talking about Taylor Swift and concerts and stuff, and then I heard you say, "Well, I gotta go." And I said, "Oh, don't leave now." You know that I'm about to come on. And then you went on your little tirade, and I said, "Oh, now you make it even juicier."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay."
It was funny as all shit with that countdown, man. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. And I was just about on time too. Dre pops. Dre pops in.
Oh, that's what I've said before. Dre's one of the few ones that if you call him out, you best believe you'll be on the panel within about 10.2
No
seconds.
doubt.
Well,
All
like
right.
I always tell you guys, I'm watching all the time. I may not, participate in the chat because I'm doing something else, but I'm always watching. And that's why, when something happens to Paul, I'll pop and say, "Hey, I'm noticing Paul's not in his chair. Where is he at? What's going on? Blah blah this and that." Or something. I hear Joe talk about something like, "I know he's been fussing about this printer since he showed up at his house, and I guess he drilled an extra hole in it yesterday. So I don't know what the outcome of that is." And stuff.
He's about to shoot the damn thing. Is what he's about to do.
Yeah, So believe me, I'm paying attention what you guys are saying and what's going on and stuff. Sometimes I just can't get involved in what I'm doing.
Oh, you always have tons of lurkers. Sometimes I'll have like 20 people in my chat and like 5 people are talking. That's it. Another 15 aren't saying anything.
That's just bullshit right there because there's no way in the hell you got 20 people watching. Fuck me.
So I do chime in on just about every live stream that goes on. Like I was in Bill's the other day, and I can only take so much of Ken Herron's show, so I try to come in when the guest.
Oh, that show yesterday.
And I caught the part where the guy that got arrested and charged and everything. Because I talked to that guy on another forum, and I asked him, I said, what was going on? And I said, well, did you and the officers get an altercation or something? Because I told him, I said, there's nothing as far as a felony from just flying a drone. There's no law in the United States, any state individually, that flying a drone, no matter you are flying unauthorized, it does not never reach a felony level. So I was trying to figure out, how do they charge you with a felony? And that was my point.
Overreach, probably. They'll get dropped later on in court.
I didn't catch all of his story last night, but I caught the part where I guess he helped out some young kid, bailed him out when he got bailed out and stuff, so he could spend Christmas with his family and so on. Because then he mentioned about the 4 guys. I said, "Were all you guys flying?" He said, "No, we were all in the jail together." I said, "Well," I was like, "Wow."
It's mental, isn't it? A hobby like this, and all of a sudden,
well, what happened there?
What the hell? What happened where?
Why did Sarah time out Mark White?
I don't know.
Must have been an accident. She didn't. There's no way she did that on purpose because he didn't say anything.
She's a super moderator for my channel. Do I have to rethink this?
Well, no, not since your last shows tonight. And most people are. You might need a super mod in the chat tonight because you're going to get your ass reamed today.
I think I will too. Obviously, the live studio audience I had last night was pretty damn. They were upset. They were.
Oh well, they're going to be upset if you don't have that live audience there again to tomorrow morning.
Mark, don't get mad. I think that was an accident.
The clapping of the audience. I even had to add that to my intro for my show.
I didn't add it, mate. They just did it while
they were there.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Okay. If you're gonna still believe that mindset of using it, go ahead.
Mindset of delusion, did you say?
Yeah, delusion. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark, that was an accident, man. She's on her phone, so she probably accidentally hit it.
Yeah.
I don't need accidents on my show, mate. Sarah.
She's gonna time your ass out.
Mm-hmm.
Can she do that as a super moderator? I wonder if she can.
You're gonna find. Yeah, keep talking shit. You're gonna find out.
Well, it looks as though I'm gonna find out then, isn't it? Because that's all I talk.
I think the other night was the last night was Thursday night. Yeah, I think Tammy Jean was calling out a few people last night. I only popped in her show for a little while.
What? I don't think she really. The only one that I heard that she kind of said anything bad about, because I watched majority of her show, was she said she had a bad experience with oh, what the hell's his name? Not Dobo, the other young kid.
Billy Cobb.
Billy Kyle. She said she had an issue with him,
Mm.
and she doesn't
was
watch his
listening to-
channel anymore. That
No,
was the
I
only
mean-
thing she said bad. that I
Yeah,
heard.
I'm not saying she's saying anything bad, but she's just calling some people out for their behavior. I guess she's talking about people are getting a little too relaxed, dropping F-bombs on their shows now, like it's Skittles.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah, but
I
then
got
she
somebody
did
I
it.
want to call out, but I'm being nice.
She did it like 30 seconds later, though. She accidentally said the F word. She's like, oh, there goes the F bomb.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I remember over like a year or two ago, we were very cautious and careful by not saying, certain words. And now,
Yeah,
it's
but
all
YouTube
like
changed their
everybody's
thing now. They don't care really anymore.
like- yeah, everybody's just cutting loose. Like, whoa.
we did.
It's like-
we did. Oh,
Yeah, because
sorry.
now it's like if you don't cuss within the first 8 seconds of a video, you're fine.
Mhm.
And if you don't cuss, I think in the first 40 seconds of a live stream, they don't care.
Well, I've got 3-minute intro, so I'm laughing.
Yeah, exactly. You're totally past that mark because they don't count. It's not like they distinguish an intro from. It's just from the start of your live stream.
None
You
of
have to
my
make
live
it 40
streams are
seconds in.
monetized. None of my live streams are monetized though at all. They're probably not
I
worth
didn't,
it.
I didn't realize she was monetized.
Ooh, she's in there freaking extorting you for money in the chat there, Matt.
She is. Holy shit!
Send me
I'm on-
money or your channel will be safe.
I'm gonna have to check my settings tomorrow before I go live. I think, or tonight for you. It's morning there, isn't it, for you?
No,
Don't
bless
worry. If I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Tammy last night. I don't know if she saw it in the chat, but if Sean or Corey sends you a link, Matt, make sure you click on it for me, please.
I did actually see that. You wrote that in the chat.
Yeah, I told Tammy she was talking about all these folders she had with everybody's names on it with like blackmail clips from that she's clipped out of live streams. I said, by the way, Tammy, if you get a nice little link from Corey or Sean, click on it for me, please.
I know.
I want to see what the hell's in her computer.
That, I can do that now if you want. I can just
Send her a little keylogger link. Here you go.
just use my BIOS finder here. Here we go. IP address. There's Tammy's right there.
Oh, he's on timeout for like over 5 minutes. So if you have anything to say about Mark, Matt, you can go ahead and do that. He can't respond to you.
6 minutes.
Yeah, 6 minutes.
6
So
minutes.
let me tell you something about Mark. Right now, this isn't going to be anything bad, right? Because Mark has never ever really had a crack at me, so I can't really say anything about Mark because I think he's a nice bloke. I have a crack at Jay. Jay, listen to me, Dre. Some reason. Yeah, I would do that too. Clear your throat, Dre. You've got something to say.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure I have to punch down. I got you.
You know, in some countries they're not called pecs; they're called tits. You know that, don't you?
No.
Look at his face. He's like, you ever come over here, you son of a bitch.
I'm dead. I'm so dead.
He won't
Hey,
go
Dre,
farther
give me a
than
call, I'll
Texas,
come
Trey. No, he already said he ain't going farther than Texas. He's going to go hide behind Chris Hope.
I'm going to fly straight over California and I'm going to go straight to fucking Texas. Fuck that.
He'll be all right, Sarah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was almost positive that was accident anyway. 'Cause he didn't even say anything bad. So.
Well, he can't say anything bad because he's fucking timed out.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's some,
We'll wait till
No.
he comes back to see if he says anything bad.
and when you're on your cell phone, it's really easy to hit the wrong button. Because I was
She
driving
said
down
she
the
had
road.
phone in her purse.
Yeah, I was on a live stream one day in my car, and Mike popped in the chat and was talking to me, and I went to hit the button and I hit a bump, and I fucking hit him from the channel, and then I went to go fix it, and I ended up taking his wrench away, and I had to go. I just pulled over the side of the road. I was like, all right, So I had to unhide him, give him his wrench back, and then he gave me shit in the chat for like 2 weeks because of that. So I was
Mhm.
picking on elderly people.
Hey, so what you're saying, Justin, is that next time I'm in a chat with that certain individual and he makes a comment that he always makes that kind of off center. If I time him out, I say, oops, I hit a button on my phone.
Yeah, excellent.
Well, I mean, if you're managing mod in somebody's chat, you can do that.
Well,
Yeah, I own a couple.
let me tell you something about accidentally, right, pushing the heart button in my chats on my live show. It just goes mental, Justin. And I don't
It's
know if
easy
you
when
saw
you
that.
hook a bot up to it. I mean, I can do that too.
Fuck your bots, mate. I've got fans. It's
So fuck your
dedicated,
bots.
dedicated fans. I'm sure Dre's pushed it on a few occasions. I know he has because I looked in his BIOS and he's right on it. I've checked it out. Don't worry. It's okay, Dre. I won't tell you secrets.
Please do, so I can know what
okay.
they are.
Well, I can fill you in. There's no worries. But I don't know if you noticed, Justin, in your live show, your GTA bullshit that you put up the other night or the other day or whatever the fuck it was, a couple of hours ago. That's a long time between each of them. I was pushing that heart button so hard. Did you see that at all or not?
No, I didn't notice it.
What a waste of fucking time that was.
Well, because I mean, I do have the chat pulled up on the side screen, but it also comes up. I have it as a overlay on the actual screen. So that's
Well,
what I watch because it's easier for me when I'm
That's
playing.
interesting. 'Cause I just looked over when you mentioned that, Matt, and I see that Paul doesn't have it on his.
I know because, well, he's like Justin, right? Because it never gets used. He gets embarrassed because no one uses it, right?
No,
No,
I hate it because
you
it
can
always
shut it
blocks
off.
that last message that somebody puts up. It blocks the last word in each sentence. You
It
can't
does.
read it till somebody else posts something.
See,
I
this is what
actually did
happens.
I actually
this is
did a
what
video
happens.
on my channel showing how to turn it off.
Well, that's all right. But this is what happens with the small channels like Paul and Justin and all that sort of shit, right? No one uses it. And it's hard for you to see the chat because the chat doesn't go so fast. Now, when you
Right.
watch my live streams, they're all over the place, mate. The chat just goes so freaking fast. So you don't have to worry about that, mate, because you can always read it because it's always moving, unlike, Justin's
But if
channel.
but if you mute everybody else, you'll hear Matt's mouse button go click, 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 click.
That is a load of shit. That is fake news. That's what that is, right? Straight out.
Is that how that works? I wondered how I heard all that
God.
clicking noise.
Sarah just deleted Jonathan's message. Sarah, get your phone out of your damn purse.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Sarah, what are you doing? You're not a super moderator on this channel. Fuck, she's really pushing her powers today, man.
That's fine.
Go back to work, Sarah. Fuck's sake. Look at this. I feel so terrible about timing Mark out for 6 minutes. Message deleted by Sarah.
Johnson's like, what did I come back into? What happened? Sarah's like, nothing. Delete.
Nothing.
The thing is here, I think Mark is just gone because I know it's been 6 minutes already.
Yeah,
he'll
Mark's
come
had a guffle. She hates Sarah. I think he actually.
Mark said, I'm out.
Actually, let me check my messages because Mark would have sent me a message about Sarah. Let's have a look here. Oh, it's not good. It's not good at all. Yep, here it is.
So Justin, was that a live stream you were doing yesterday? I know I saw something that said part 2 or something.
Oh yeah, I did 2 of them. I was doing GTA the story mode,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just did an online with Rigor Mortis and Tim. We were playing on.
I didn't catch that. What time did you do that?
Oh, that was late. Those are like midnight.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah,
It was right after Tammy's show. We went live, and then we were playing in a private server together, just running around killing each other.
I turned Tammy's show off and turned on the news for a couple of minutes and went upstairs and went to bed.
I was up till like 4:30, and then went and laid down and was right back awake at like 8:30, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been back to sleep since. I just couldn't sleep last night.
Keeping too much late hours for me.
Sarah said I'm riding the struggle bus.
Holy shit, Sarah just messaged me, right? Because that's what she does. Most days she messages me. Normally it's about, oh, fucking Justin doesn't do his chores. He's too busy building fucking Lego fucking hands.
He's the one that bought that for me. What are you talking about?
Who cares if she bought it for you, mate? You had shit to do. You know what I mean?
That was
Take care of your
one time.
responsibilities.
That was one time, and I was out of line. I mean,
One time. Fucking hell, mate.
So Matt, when she texts you, what does she say?
Normally, now this is what happens when they want to jump ship, right? They want to get out of the relationship. They want to get out of the marriage, right? And all they do is complain about their partner, right? And now in this case, it happens to be Justin. I can see what she's talking about. Really, I can, because he's inattentive. He's got stuff to do. All he wants to do is play with 8-year-old toys, right? And go gaming. I want to do gaming shows, right? Like a little kid, right? Now she's sick of this. She's really sick of this. She is. She rings me up all the time. She goes, Maddie, that's what she calls me because we're very familiar.
Maddie.
Yep. That's what she says.
Oh, man.
Because, you know,
I'm looking
yeah,
for
but
his
she don't.
phone.
Yeah, but the thing is, Matt, she don't call you daddy like she does me.
Mm.
that's right, because she hates her dad. That's the problem, right? She calls me baby. That's what she calls
Oh,
me. Yeah.
So wait till she gets home tonight. We won't see Justin on Paul's show. She'll say, "Daddy, huh?" You know.
Now, what we're going to be actually witnessing is Justin sitting there, quite content actually, in front of his computer playing games. I don't care that she's left me because I've got my fucking GTA to do, right? I said, well, she's gone now.
Well, how would you know you're leaving YouTube?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. And I'm not leaving YouTube, mate. This is the thing. And I've already told you why, because YouTube obviously called me, as I said, about this. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And they've said, oh, your watch hours are too high. I know. Shutting down their systems and all sorts of shit when I start a live show up. So this is the problem. And I've got to think of YouTube too. You know, what I call him, Gary YouTube. Was it Gary? I'm not too sure. There's like 10 brothers who run YouTube.
Great. Does he ever shut up? Jesus Christ.
Mum says, oh, you seem very intelligent, Matt. And I said, I know, more than Drain. Jonathan Jackson.
Oh, by the way, Sarah, Mark said he wasn't mad. He said it's okay. I talked to him on Messenger before he came back in the chat.
Jonathan Jackson, this is many sisters, does Matt.
Oh, because Sarah deleted his comment, remember?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Don't worry about that, Sarah. It was a total accident. Oh, she's having a couple of accidents tonight, and one of them was when she married Justin.
Or whatever.
Is that the deal?
It is. It was she lost a bet, let's be honest. There would have been, see, Dre agrees with me there, yeah. She would have been, oh, fucking, I bet you whatever it was, lost the bet, and all of a sudden she's got a ring on her finger. And there's Justin taking it all in, acting like a king, acting like, well, this is the thing too, Justin. You know, I've told you before, mate, Friday nights are the king seat, right? You got big shoes to fill, brother. You know that, don't you?
Not really when your channel's smaller than me.
Oh,
in
really?
every way. Every
Here
way.
we go.
Yes.
Every way? Oh,
Well,
let's
except for the one big short that you got.
Oh no!
They gave
Don't accept anything, right? So
when you hit the
accept
5K
that.
and the 1 mil club, then you can come talk to me. Matter of fact, I told you the 1 mil club said I wasn't even supposed to be talking to you, but I skirted the rules, just to be nice.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, the 1 mil club rang me and said you should be in the 1 mil club. We've got some fake ass bullshit bastards here, and Justin Stickley is one of them because he uses bullshit shorts videos to get all of his views because no one watches his.
Wait, hold on. Let's back that statement up. How'd you get the 200 and what was it 80-something thousand views on your channel?
Meaningful content. That's what they told me.
Short.
Yeah, meaningful short contents. They go for 10 fucking seconds.
And then he lost 60+ thousand from that chick.
That's bullshit. I was doing for fucking 3 years.
Oh,
I've got
dude,
thousands.
that chick is straight dirty, dude. I'm telling you. She waited till people racked up hundreds of millions of views, and then she wanted to sit there and copyright claim everybody's videos.
She did.
Yep.
She did too.
After
And I was-
and the thing was, is she allowed people to clip it.
Yep.
YouTube should have automatically said you're not eligible to claim that content,
That's exactly right.
but they let her do it anyway.
Yep, that's exactly right. And that's what shits me, because if there's a remix on there, you've allowed that remix. You should not be able to change your mind all of a sudden and copyright that content because you've allowed it to be used.
Well, that's the thing, is if she changed it after the fact, anything before that shouldn't be eligible. Anything that was made after that, I could see why they would do it.
Yep, exactly.
But when you when you give the right for people to clip your content, right there, that foregoes you being able to copyright those shorts when you are giving the right for people to do that.
And I cannot understand why that is not the case.
Because as a creator, you have the ability to turn that off or on. It's YouTube doesn't make that decision, you do. So
Yeah, but you've already made that decision.
right, that's what I'm saying. And so to come back later and say, well, you know, it's my content anyway, I want the money for it. That's bullshit. You're the one that turned on the clipping shit. You should have turned that off to begin with.
And I'll guarantee you, just like me, everybody who has remixed that shit, although it doesn't really matter, I guess, because he's got that many fucking followers now. That
But
will
it
never-
adds up though. You man, you talk
Yep.
about hundreds of millions of views those shorts racked up over YouTube's algorithm over the course of 2-3 weeks.
Mm.
Hundreds of millions of views those stupid shorts were getting. I saw
see-
the same short you did that other people remixed that got 2-3 million views.
Yeah. Yep, exactly right. And now she's gone, oh, copyright. Fuck off, you stupid bitch. I don't even watch that anymore.
I wouldn't be surprised if she wouldn't, if she didn't make over, I wouldn't be surprised with all those views if she didn't make close to probably a few 100,000, if not $1 million off all that.
Absolutely, because mine was huge. You know that it was massive, but actually not as big as plugging a battery into a Mavic 3. What the fuck? That's crazy shit, Dre.
I know.
And you know what? That shorts video has actually taken off again, and
Wow.
it's nearing 300,000 views. Mental.
It
Absolutely.
still don't have the momentum it did at the beginning or the middle of it though.
Well,
No,
I-
that's right.
Like you
but
guys
it's
are
picking up
saying
again.
though, the video of the girl helps your other videos because the algorithm promotes your stuff.
Yeah,
Everybody
Yeah, but
pays.
then they took the videos away and deleted them off his channel, and he lost all
Yeah,
the
but
views
once,
and everything for that.
but does it affect your algorithm though? 'Cause he still has the
Well,
numbers.
That's the thing, is we can assume it might, but we don't really know if it does or not.
okay.
Nobody
well,
really understands the algorithm. You think you kind of understand it, you can get a feel for it, but then it always does weird shit that completely throws you for a loop. You're like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, why did it do
Well,
that?
I know when you look at the statistics and it talks about, you know, where your content is being promoted, and you can look at the percentages that if YouTube themselves
Right.
promoting your content, that's hot. I mean, it's showing up on people who may not have a clue or interest in who you are or what you are, but your content is being thrown in their face.
Right,
Well,
but
you
you
know
just
what?
don't know how the algorithm's deciding that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
well,
Yeah, but
I'll-
you can
I'm
look at
saying,
the
like,
statistics, but you don't know what the background behind the scenes is going on.
I can give
It's
you an
hard to figure
example.
out.
I'll give you an example right now. Right, my last long content, which I did, hasn't even got 100 views. Right, so these short subscribers and these shorts views mean absolutely nothing to the channel when it comes to viewing long content. Right, it doesn't translate at all.
It's it's definitely two different viewerships.
It is
Two different
absolutely it is,
sets
and
of
I've noticed
audience.
too. I've noticed too that my long content ain't doing absolutely jack shit.
I mean, there's guys that do just, I mean, there's plenty of channels out there that are just doing shorts. They have no live streams, no long content, nothing on their channel. They're just straight shorts.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no one's
those guys
interested.
who, cause like I say, you don't on shorts. All you gotta do is hit the subscribe. You ain't
Yeah.
got to click a like or anything. You subscribe and boom, you're there.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you do long
Yeah.
content. If you click subscribe and watch 30 seconds of their video, it's not
Mhm.
going to count. They'll chuck your subscription off.
Oh,
Correct.
there's one guy that's got a really good method, right? So he does about 2 minute long videos, but he only does 1 minute shorts. He'll do the full minute that you can do,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but he'll tell you a story about, oh, this creator that killed somebody or something. It was a YouTube creator that went crazy and killed somebody, their parents or something stupid like that, right? And
Mm.
he'll get right to the minute. He'll give you a good storyline up to the minute point, and then it cuts off. So he's about to tell you what happened, and then it cuts off.
Right.
So you have to
He
go to,
hooks you in to get that minute in, and bam.
and then you go to his channel, and the actual full video is only about 2.5 minutes long.
Right.
So you have to go and watch the full video in order to hear the last minute and a half. But he gets tons of views though. And
Yeah.
none of his videos are more than 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes at the most.
Right. Now I pulled up the stats here, and I'm talking about right here. Mine says how viewers find you, and it
Yeah.
says short speed 40%.
Yeah.
You know, YouTube search 17%, which basically means if you hashtagged your stuff or had put down in the, we call it SEO, certain keywords and stuff, that's that YouTube search. Mine was only 17%, but
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of, when I did that long video with the 180 era for people who had the update for the Mavic 2 Pro, they were glad because when they put in for a search on that, he said my video was popping up first on that.
No shit. Huh.
Well, that's the thing too, is like these channels, like there's these channels out there, and I believe Barry was on one of them where they try to tell you how to grow your channel and all this other stuff. Dude, those guys are sitting there telling these people like they really understand the algorithm. I'm like, dude, if anybody tells you that they have the algorithm completely figured out, they're full of shit.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
every time you think you figured it out, it will do something that throws you off.
And they get,
Right.
And then you're trying to figure out why I did that.
Yeah, just like
They
the
get-
little hint that they give you from YouTube talking about, oh, you want to make your channel grow bigger, and they give you a hint. And it, and it's like a lot of time it's I'm gonna say it's not nonsense, but it's volume generated stuff. If you're like you did, Justin, you were at one point you were posting 2 or 3 videos a day, 5 days a week. Okay, because of the amount of videos you were putting out weekly, generate the algorithm to solicit your stuff to people's pages.
Right. Yeah, because I got
Like I
pushed
say.
out to
Right.
2.4 million.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, that, you know, they tell you how you can do this, but it doesn't tell you that you have to turn your whole life over. And that's all you need to be doing all day long, is creating videos for YouTube every day of the week.
And it will even tell you what your swipe rate is. So like
Right.
how many
Yeah.
people actually viewed it, but then didn't watch it versus watched it. So my average is I get 40% out of 100% of people that are watching, with 60% swiping away.
Is that
Mhm.
all?
I mean, that's not bad for the amount of people they're pushing it out to, though.
I
And
might
like
show
here,
you
mine says talking about your
make me
impressions.
cry.
I got 61.6% from YouTube recommending my content. So like I say, I mean, last month I did a lot of work. So I did a lot of shorts and long versions last month, and it resulted in a lot of views and a lot more subscribers.
Pardon me. Oh, shit.
Oh, well, that's chasing the way it went down the first time.
Hey, Justin, this 280 odd thousand one is see this. It all depends on whether I'm putting shorts out or not, right? So I stopped doing shorts for a while, and that big one that I did went down to about 20 views an hour, right? Now I've pumped 3 shorts out in the last 3 days, and that big one has gone up back up to 120 views per hour.
Oh yeah, it's because YouTube wants you to keep pushing content.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because the thing is, YouTube is still on the thing of pushing shorts. They're investing a lot of time and money into the short side of YouTube.
Yeah.
So, but there is
910.
there may be a point that comes along though where shorts aren't going to help little channels anymore. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a point to where YouTube may stop pushing shorts so hard because they get to wherever they feel like their goal is. Okay,
But
this is how many people are actively using it.
The
And so
thing
they're
is,
not going
the thing is, it's only pushing your shorts content. It does not push anything else on your channel.
No, and that's well, that's what I'm saying is because they're focusing more on short content. Now, you might get a small percentage.
The whole thing is, like I try to tell folks when the short thing starts coming out, the shorts should have been, and they didn't ever explain anybody, but they should be treated like a commercial, where the short gains the interest. Like you talking about that guy that does it, that tell you, hey, hang on, I'm gonna tell you about how this guy blew his head off, and he gets you hooked in, and then you want to go to his main channel to watch the whole video, and voila, he's got you double dip. One for the short that you hung in there for a minute, and then you go to his main channel and hear the whole story, and he still ain't told you nothing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's like those ones on Facebook and all this sort of shit, right? They'll go for fucking 15 minutes of absolute bullshit. And at the end of that, it still doesn't show you the result.
Right.
Oh, it's kind of like those commercials where he's like, yeah, we found the most optimal food to eat. And we're going to tell you what this food is. And they keep just repeating that over and over again for 10 minutes in the commercial.
Yeah.
And they don't ever actually tell you what the food is.
After me buying this, I couldn't believe the results. What did you think? Yeah, it was fantastic. I bought it as well. What the fuck did you buy?
Yeah, and they don't ever tell you.
It's there to hook you in, to
East
make
Coast,
you
what's up?
deeper, and then kind of find out. Sometimes it'd be a total scam. Say, click
Although
here
usually those are scammy ads anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
I ignore those type of ads. Like pretty much any ad on Facebook, I don't even pay attention to, because Facebook has become nothing but scam shit. I mean, it's so scammy on Facebook now.
That's crap. It really is.
Every other one is the drone taking the world by storm, or big heating companies don't want you to know how you can heat your whole house for 30 cents a year.
Yeah, this thing that plugs into your socket, heat your whole house.
Plugs into your USB.
Exactly.
It'll cool your whole house down just by plugging into your USB. Air conditioning companies want this shut down straight away. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. East Coast Thrills, how are you?
Yeah, I mean, that's all the ads you ever see on Facebook anymore. I haven't seen one ad on Facebook that even has looked remotely legit in the past 2 years. Like, that's how bad Facebook just lets whoever. Like, and then they'll let somebody advertise, one of those bullshit drones, right? But they're actively using DJI commercial footage from DJI. It will show the footage from the DJI plant or the DJI actual Mavic flying around. And it's like YouTube is letting them actively steal other companies' ads, use them in their ads, and sit there and post them.
Yeah, try that on YouTube, mate. Now, this is what shoots me. They show FPV footage, they show drones, they show the Phantom, they show the Mavic, and they've got this little piece of shit that's no bigger than the palm of your hand. Yeah. And this is what they're trying to sell off as all this footage comes from this drone. What the do people fall for that shit?
This one guy was doing a video about that, and he was like freeze frame, and he was freezing like the commercial ads they were using in it. And you would clearly see it said Mavic 2 Pro on the arm of the drone.
Yeah.
But then they would show some little black piece of shit Insheen, the Insheen.
Yeah.
That's the one you would see everywhere that they get. Like, it was originally an eSheen, and then it got put out to all these different companies, and they just all renamed it.
Right. Well, this is right too. I'm starting the farewell tour already. Yes, I am, mate. There's many brilliant young engineers who come up with miraculous inventions nowadays. Exactly right, mate. And they're all from huge companies who got sick of the price of drones and knew that the components in the drones were so cheap. So why not pass that on to the consumer? Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's all just stock footage from fucking.
It is. Look at this. But if you use somebody else's music, automatic copyright, but they can show other people's footage. Unless it happens to be Catherine Rodriguez, You can't use her footage, bitch. She's got
Oh,
great tits, though. Beautiful tits. But
Yeah,
anyway.
Corey, don't get me started on the stupid Temu ads. Oh my
Well,
God,
there
they're just as bad.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God, I got this free drone. They don't tell you have to buy $180 worth of shit to get a cheap ass $5
Yeah.
drone.
We'll show you that one, which doesn't actually fly because it doesn't come with a controller.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm
Hey
not
guys,
doing
I'm gonna have to nick off because I got to go to bed because I got a huge show tomorrow, Dre. You know that, eh?
Are you performing again?
Well, you massive mate. I'm gonna have a live studio audience. You know
exactly, Corey.
I'm sorry.
What time do you open the doors to let the studio audience come into your studio?
I've got to let him in like 2 hours prior, mate. And we serve popcorn, hot dogs, and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Man, you're better.
But-
You're better than the Hollywood shows out here.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, I am. You know that, Dre.
And after all, boy, everything your mom does for you, you're giving her popcorn and hot dogs.
Well, she's one that serves him
After
for-
she washes that crusty ass underwear for you every 6 months. That's what you're serving her.
It's longer than 6 months, mate. I'll get a whole year out of them.
Well, the best part is it's a family business because she runs the concessions.
She does. She's got the pensioner concession going right down.
Yeah.
Mate.
She's like the dude on that one dude on Home Improvement who does every single job in the airport.
Yeah.
He just keeps flipping the sign around.
Yeah, we'll be opening the doors soon. And the people will
What
be
time
rocking.
you gonna be on this afternoon, Matt?
Sorry.
What
Seven.
time you
It's
gonna be on?
8 o'clock Eastern time, isn't it?
No, 7 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern.
Still didn't hear that,
4 o'clock
Dre.
My time.
4 o'clock. Okay, you're on Western. Yeah. Okay.
Dre wants to make sure you're not stepping on his time.
No. That's why I was very selective about the time and date I picked. I said I come on right after Paul goes off, Wedging Big. He'll be off at 6, and I'll come on. And my show's gonna be lasting no longer than 30 minutes top. It might go 15, maybe 30 minutes, and I'm done. Everybody can go over and wait for Uncle Bill at.
Well, you got to remember, Dre. You got to put it in a time slot. You got to be part of his audience, part of Matt's audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did too, Corey. I watched that the other day. And yes,
Trust
Mark,
me.
he will be serving burnt ribs.
Fuck you, Mark. Don't you remember that shit? Fuck, piss off.
Oh man. Burnt
I told you has to explain that to Chris in the way back there in the green room.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, man. But
I
anyway,
actually
I've got
have
to-
it on. Oh, go ahead.
I better roll. I got to roll. I got to go to bed. I'm tired as all shit. Had a big day.
Well, you got a lot to do to get the lighting just right in the studio, and you there's a lot of prep that you got to do.
Well, this is the thing because I've actually got to dull the lighting down because once you put too much light on me, you can see just how handsome I am. So I've got to drop that light.
And
Got
Yeah,
to
the light really brings out your.
Dre, that's Matt. That's how you maintain equality as far as male and female viewership. If the lighting's too bright, it goes like 90% female.
The light just really brings out the varicose veins.
If I get, I haven't got it on me comp, mate. Shit.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ. But I will tell you this though, Paul. I have got like 10% female watching my show. How's that? But anyway.
Yeah, well, good for you.
Oh wow.
Well, these days you don't know if that's female or not. So good
Well,
luck with that. buddy.
that's about the same. That's close to what Justin's running because he's got
Justin said it could be a bunch of
he's got
Berthas out
Sarah watching this show.
Bertha.
So 10% of his audience.
Actually, I don't know what my male to woman ratio is. My
That'd be
biggest
pretty low
viewing
on the female
audience is.
side. Nah, it'd be low
is
on the
it-
female side, mate.
Yeah.
I know my age range is like 25 to 32 or something like that. Whatever it's in the 20s.
All men. All men. All right.
They still live at home with mommy.
They do. They do. In the basement playing
Yeah.
games. You know what I mean? That's the demographic
Yeah.
that Justin sticks to, you know.
Why
Blue-
Matt's mummy is at his house washing his underwear right now.
No, she's part of his executive staff.
She is. I pay her well. Really
Yeah,
well.
that's right.
actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Seen the way you harass her, chasing her around with that damn button.
I did too. That was funny as fuck. When Did you see that, Paul, where I was chasing my mum
Yes,
around with
yes, I did. I did.
Oh my
That was
God.
hilarious.
Bob, hurry up.
Well, it was almost as hilarious as the day that Justin took that stun gun and put it to his forearm and just about passed out.
I saw you. You found that quite amusing, Paul. I remember watching the live stream on that, and
Yeah.
you just about shit your pants watching him do that.
Yep.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious. The amount of transgender women increase lines up with the increase in Matt's women's viewership. I wonder what JD's identifying as these days and what pronouns he's using, because he's about that age, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He, she, zing zang, wank tank, or whatever the fuck he calls it.
I never heard it called wanker tanker, but that makes sense, you know.
Yeah. Well, we shorten it here in Australia just to wank tank.
Geologically, it makes sense.
It does
Wanker,
make sense.
tanker.
It does. Especially when you're talking about JD. That
Yeah.
makes total sense. Total sense. Yeah.
If he's gonna come on your last show.
I wonder if JD will pop in on the panel. Let's hope he does. The invite's there, JD. You get one. Oh, Dre knows he's muted. Okay. Yeah, hope he does. Be good to see him again. But anyway, I've got to roll because, you know, I've got to prepare for the show. You know, I've got to hang the lighting and the trussing that goes with it and all that sort of shit. Got to set up the house band like I had the other night. They're all out having hot dogs and burnt ribs, apparently, Mark. But anyway, it's going to be huge. But anyway, all right. So I'm going to nick off and I'll see you all. Well, whoever wants to pop in. And it's only about 6 hours time, mate, and we'll be 6.5 hours and we'll be going live by the studio. All right, take care, all, eh? I'll catch you soon.
Later.
Where's the leave button?
All right, Matt.
Fucking boot his ass here.
Seriously, mate. I don't know if I'm going to let you on the panel tomorrow. You can bite my balls.
Oh, what was
Well,
that?
what if you have Tim there? That's all you need, isn't it?
It's absolutely. Yeah. Tim.
Hold on.
No, okay, what, mate?
What did you say?
I said about not. You know,
Later.
He'll
There
pay
you
you
go,
back. He'll pay you back later.
It'll be his last time
That's
too.
funny.
What's you gonna message me in a second? You prick. All right.
Okay.
Yep,
I
I
take it
think
Matt
we've about had it for the day, right?
I'm gonna jump off.
And you gotta go check in Matt at 7 p.m. Eastern time, right, Justin?
Yes.
That's Northeast Drone Productions, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Everybody, thanks for being here, Joe. We'll see you
Later.
as always. And Dre, you're always welcome here, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Later, Dre.
Bye bye.